Welcome to today's broadcast. Shout out to our sponsors. And now for our broadcast.
Hello, everybody, and welcome here back to the Blue Line Ice Arena. Just got done calling the Fondy game. The Cardinals win and move on to the semifinals, 4-0. Well, why is that important, Caleb? Well, it's important because the winner of this one will take on the Fondy Cardinals at 7:30 on Friday night here at the Blue Line Ice Arena. Justin Schwartzmiller alongside Caleb Sauer. Caleb back again for another round of hockey between the game we had last Tuesday, just a week ago, between the St. Mary Springs Ledgers and the the Waupun Warriors. Wow, what a struggle after the first game.
For sure. Yeah, we had a good one before this one. It was 4-0 Fond du Lac over Appleton, like you said, and the winner of this game goes on to face them on Friday, which, again, we'll be doing that game no matter what. But, yeah, this will be an interesting contest here. Obviously, this one means a lot because it's the Badgerland Conference Tournament, and obviously the Ledgers beat Waupun during the regular season. And I think the Ledgers are the 3 seed, correct? And the Waupun's the 6 seed here for the Badgerland Conference Tournament.
All right, we're going to go right into the stats for St. Mary Springs because we got a couple interviews with both coaches because we cover both of these teams. Well, it says the Ledgers, Aaron has this because they technically are tied with Fond du Lac. Fond du Lac is ahead of St. Mary Springs there, so they technically finished 4-1-1 as well, but their one tie was an actual shootout loss to the Fond du Lac Cardinals. And a good week last week and a bounce-back win after losing to Tomahawk the Saturday before. They beat Waupun 11-2, and then we went down and covered them on Saturday as they took on Verona and beat a very good Verona team who had just won their conference, an outright share of their conference, but had been in their conference championship now for 8 years in a row. They have won that conference, but the Ledgers played very well on Saturday and pretty good on Tuesday as well. Obviously, Waupun, they hopped out to an early lead in that game 1-0, and then it was all Ledgers from there. Player stats for the Ledgers: they are ranked number 5, first of all, in Division 2, 17-1, or Division 1, 17-2-1 overall. 6.7 goals for per game, 2.2 goals against per game, a 33% power play, and 87% penalty kill. We talk about it every time, Caleb. The special teams for this team are fantastic.
Yeah, they're just off the charts, really, numbers, and it just catches your attention every time you see it. And then you look at the record and you're like, yeah, that really makes sense. And you'd almost think, well, how do they even lose?
Austin Westergaard leads this team in points. He is 1 point away from beating the St. Mary Springs record. He will have officially 236 points if he can get a point tonight. He is tied right now with Brady Welsh at 235, 215 regular season points, and 20 postseason points so far for Austin Westergaard. He's got 34 goals, 51 assists, 85 total points this season. 36 goals, 34 assists, 70 total points from Gabe Braun. 4 goals, 35 assists, 39 points from Ty Wagner. 19 goals, 14 assists, 33 points from Tate Baker. 22 goals, 8 assists, and 30 points from Armani Fisher. 4 goals, 20 assists, and 24 total points from Preston Flood. My guest tonight, we will see Memphis Young. 14-2-1 so far this season. 340 shots seen, 303 saves made, 37 goals given up, a 214 goals against, but an 891 save percentage and 3 shutouts so far. Caleb, having an 891 and a 214 goals against him, he tells me he doesn't see a ton of shots.
Yeah, doesn't see a ton of shots, and the defense has done a great job around him as well, limiting the shots.
For the Ledgers, their frame-by-frame scoring goes as such. In the first period, they've scored 34 goals, given up 13. In the second period, they've scored 57 goals, given up 15. And in the third period, they've scored 42, given up 16, 1 goal in overtime, and none given up. 134 total goals, 44 given up. Caleb outscoring your opponents 57-15 in the second period is unbelievable.
Yeah, that's a really high disparity there in margin, and that explains, they're really able to run away with it there in the second period.
Even the third period, you score 42-16. I mean, they don't give up more than 16. They haven't given up more than 16 goals in a period. They're at 13, 15, and 16, so it's pretty consistent across the board. Scoring-wise, they actually get better throughout the game.
Yeah, they do, which is interesting because, again, they have good starts, but then they also continue to get better and build upon that throughout the rest of the game.
They hold their opponents to a 12% power play, an abysmal 12% power play, but that 87% penalty kill. We talk about it every time we watch them play. They're so aggressive on the penalty kill that it causes problems for other teams.
Yeah, no, for sure. And one thing I do want to point out, too, is the new rankings actually just came out today, and Springs moved up one spot in Division 1.
So they're now 4.
Yes.
Yes, okay. So they are now 4, but looks like the referees have officially made it now. That was part of the reason why we didn't start early, that the referees were not here yet. So we are going to step aside, run an ad or two, and then we're going to send it over to the interview with Coach Kevin Colleen after these messages on Jeff's live stream.
Katie's Log Cabin is a great place to stop for lunch or dinner, grab one of the daily specials, or check out the full menu. Katie's Log Cabin specials include Tuesday is pizza, Wednesday is wings, Thursday is a rotating special, Friday and Saturday is fish fry, Saturday is also prime rib, and Sunday is a broasted chicken dinner. Not in the mood for a special? Katie's has you covered with full menu options, appetizers, salads, wraps, pizzas, and sandwiches. Katie's Log Cabin Restaurant in Oakfield. Life is better at the cabin.
Welcome back here to the pregame show. Joining me now is the head coach for the St. Mary Springs Ledgers, Coach Kevin Colleen. Coach, welcome to the show.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Hey, Coach, we had a chance to go on the road. First time it's been in a long time that we've done that. We had a chance to watch you guys play at Verona. Why don't you give us a recap and your thoughts about how that game went in Verona?
Yeah, first period, we kind of, they got an early penalty. We got the power play goal. We were moving the puck well, playing the way we want to play. I thought that once we got up 2-0, which has kind of been a thing of ours, we all of a sudden start trying to make too many plays versus playing playoff style hockey. A couple mistakes, just whiffing on the puck and giving a breakaway, which is fine. It's a good learning experience, and get past that and learn from it. But then in between periods, I thought, going into the second, we really buckled down and started playing playoff hockey. The first period or the last 10 minutes, running around in our own zone, 2 guys to 1 puck, leaving guys wide open in front. You can't have that at the end of the season. And we kind of shored that up, and I don't know, what were we up there, 5-2 at the end of 2. So by playing the right way, we're able to take the lead, and then everybody got in there. A lot more experience for guys who don't play as much, especially going down the stretch here. We're going to need them. And then to close out the game, 7-4. The only goals were the lackadaisical stuff in the first, and then some guys getting an experience that usually aren't out there against a good team like that. So, overall, a good step in the right direction.
I thought your penalty or your special teams in general, I thought worked pretty well. I don't know what your thoughts were.
Yeah, when they move the puck and make those, take the easy pass instead of trying to make the hard one through the traffic, it works well. So, yeah, they was much better last night than previous couple of games.
Penalty kill was pretty decent as well. It looked like to me that at the first couple of times Verona had a pretty decent setup in the zone, but then after that you shut them down on the penalty kill.
Yeah, and the good sign about that is, lots of the times our penalty kill guys were the ones in the box. So there were some different guys out there, and they get a lot of work in practice. So to see them be able to go out there and, like you said, shut them down was a good thing for us.
Let's talk a little bit about the Badgerland Conference tournament now. Just give me your thoughts in general about the tournament setup and your thoughts with how things have played out so far with the seeding.
Yeah, I mean, we put ourselves in position. Like I said, I think we're the first, whatever we are now, 17-2-1 to be third place going in. So our first round we'll host Waupun. Fondy hosts, I believe, Appleton tomorrow night. And then you know, if we both take care of business, we'll play them Friday. And unless Nina gets upset, one of us will be playing them in the championship. So it's always fun, right? I got to host it this year, so it's a lot more work on our end. As a first time figuring out all the logistics, I'm lucky I got some good managers that do a lot of the work for me. But it's always a good time, right? It's playoff hockey. That's what makes this time of year so fun. It's pretty
For
much
your team, it's got to feel really good not to have to travel to the Champion Center to have to play.
Yeah, I mean that was last year too, even though Fondy hosted it being there. Yeah, it's always nice to have it where you're right in your backyard. So, you know, your own locker room, all that stuff. Definitely
You,
a little better than traveling.
right. So you get to try play against Waupun, who you just saw. So talk a little bit about the game plan that you have against Waupun, and again, what do you know about how Wapun's going to come and play you the second time?
Well, I'd imagine they're not going to just roll over because of the score of last game. I don't expect to see much difference. I think they kind of got away from what they normally do last game earlier when we, so I'd expect them to tighten up and make them earn it. But we've seen that look, and I hope we can adjust to it. The fear, the only worry or fear in this one is that, it was 11-3. We can just walk out there and it will happen the same way. We're keeping them in check where we got to do these things the right way before we hopefully don't take it easy at all.
What I have noticed in the Badgerland, in the conference tournament, it seems like teams do buckle down quite a bit more and they take it more of a focus towards the playoffs, which gives them like the one and done mentality.
Yeah, well, that's right. It's a tournament, right? You lose, you don't have a chance. It's one step towards that intensity level. I guess like when you're trying out for a team, there's an intensity level there. The preseason's a step up. The regular seasons is a whole nother intensity level, and then you get to this point where you want to be the one raising the trophy at the end, and if you lose, you're out. Every shift matters. I wish I could get the kids to play like that all the time, but that's just a fact of life. It's not going to happen. But that intensity level is there from everybody. So if you don't have that next step up in intensity and being able to do your job and take care of business the right way, the other guy across from me probably is, because he doesn't want to go home or he wants to play for the championship or move on. So yeah, it's good that it's at the end of the year like this, right before the playoffs, to get up to, the playoffs is a whole nother intensity level, right? It's you lose and you're done. So
right, absolutely. Coach, I want to thank you for taking the time for joining me here on the pregame show. Anything else you'd like to add?
No, I'll be looking forward to seeing you tomorrow.
It's going to be another great contest. We're excited. We've covered the Badgerland Conference now, I believe, in the last 3 years, and we're hoping that this will continue. We've enjoyed watching you guys. I want to thank you for taking the time. And this has been the head coach here for the St. Mary Springs Ledgers, Kevin Colleen. We'll be back after these messages here on Jeff's live stream.
After surviving breast cancer, I felt this calling to help other women heal. I thought, why not build a respite house? I wasn't sure it was going to work financially speaking for my family, but with the guidance of Thrivent, I really felt like we were going to figure it out. Taking the leap to start my nonprofit has been the most rewarding thing I've done in my life.
Jonathan Leonard, Thrivent Financial here in Waupun, serving the local communities.
God bless.
Angling-only guide service with Captain Jeremy Brenner.
Captain Jeremy Brenner here. We are the premier Lake Michigan salmon charter out of Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Each trip is 6 hours and includes fish cleaning. The cost is $400 per trip Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, and only $340 on weekdays for up to 6 people. I personally guarantee you will catch fish. The season runs June through Labor Day. Contact me at anglingonlyfishing@gmail.com to book today and check out my Facebook page, Captain Jeremy Brenner, Sheboygan Salmon.
Welcome back here on Jeff's live streams. We'll talk about the Waupun Warriors now. 11-10 overall. 2 good wins last Friday and last Saturday on a back-to-back. Played against Anago, beat Anago 7-1. Then they beat Shawano Bonduel at Shawano Bonduel, a 2 o'clock game, a quick turnaround. They played at 7 o'clock and home the night before. Then they went to Shawano Bonduel, won that game 5-2 on Saturday after a tough loss on Tuesday where they broke a 3-game losing streak. They lost to McFarland, they lost to Waupaca, they lost to the Springs, and then they beat Anago, and then they beat Shawano Bonduel, looking to win 3 in a row coming into today. Finished at 6th in the conference. Obviously, that loss to Appleton is what knocked them down a peg. They would have had a home game against Homestead because they had already beaten Fox Cities, but they lost to Appleton early in the year, and that kept them from being the 4 seed. Obviously, if people who don't know, we add Homestead into the conference tournament, so Homestead is not in the conference, but because they had already played Waupun, they had beat them, they get to jump them and they get seeded as the 5 seed. They're not allowed to get a home game, but they can always be the highest seed they can be as a 5 seed.
Yeah, definitely, which is something that is different. I don't know if there's any other conferences that do that.
Stats for the Waupun Warriors. I lost my camera. Where'd it go? Did I delete it by accident? I might have deleted it by accident. Oh, no. I just clicked the little thingy, buddy. Stats for the Waupun Warriors, 11-10 so far this season. They played 21 games, 357 goals per game, 324 goals against per game. Those numbers are very close. You'd like to see a little bit more of a disparity between them, but a 21% power play, which is very good for Waupun. Penalty kill, not so great at a 78.8%.
Yeah, definitely. Those numbers are not what you want, really. Especially last time we saw this Waupun versus Springs, that game we were at, and Waupun got in trouble when they got in the box, and the Ledgers were able to capitalize on almost every power play they had.
Hayden Reeder leads this team in goals, 26 total goals, 10 assists, 36 points. Jonas Buckholz leads this team in Badgerland points. Nick Tank told me that the last time we were on air. He also leads in assists, 12 goals, 20 assists, 32 total points. Chase Beam, 8 goals, 12 assists, 20 points. Leading in defenseman scoring, Camden Flegner, 11 goals, 4 assists, 15 points. Dylan Pribenow, 4 goals, 7 assists, 11 points. We will see Blake Coker in that. Blake Coker is 8-10 overall this season. 531 shots seen, 473 saves made, 58 goals given up, a 328 and an 891. No shutouts so far this season. But for this Waupun team, that tells me, all those numbers are very similar. They score about 3.5 goals a game. They give up about 3.2 goals a game. For Blake Coker, obviously I know he'd like to have better numbers this season, but again, they gave up a couple bad losses that causes his numbers to be a little bit inflated.
Yeah, definitely. They have had some really bad losses, and even a couple of games that they've lost where they have outshot teams and pretty badly, almost 2-1. And there's just some games where he sees a lot of breakaways or a lot of 2-on-0s, and it's just like, well, there's not a ton you can really do.
The frame-by-frame scoring for the Waupun Warriors. In the first period, they've scored 20 goals, given up 16. Second period, they've scored 28 goals, given up 25. They're even at 27 and 27 in third. No overtime games. 75 goals for, 68 goals against. Again, fairly even across the board.
Yeah, it really is, and that kind of reflects again in the record that they have on the season.
All right, we're going to step aside. We're going to run a couple more ads and send it over to the interview with Coach Nick Tank. We'll be back with the interview after these messages on Jeff's Live.
Wipers available on site. Call 920-346-TIRE. Put Christmas lights on your tree this holiday season, not your dashboard. Call PT Tire and Service to get those lights in the right place. Over 20 years in business and ready to service your automotive needs. PT Tire and Service. Brandon, 920-346-TIRE.
For 50 years and counting, Verhaeg's Furniture has been proudly serving Waupun the best furniture and mattresses at prices you can afford. And we're honored to be voted best of the best mattress store in the Fond du Lac area. Stop in and check out our mattress selections. We have all kinds from traditional spring to memory foam. It is our mission to help you get a great night of sleep night after night. Visit us at 806 West Main Street, Waupun, and experience quality, comfort, and service you can trust. Visit our website at www.verhagsfurniture.com. Verhags Furniture Mart, 50 years strong, quality you trust, and prices you'll love. Verhage Furniture. Welcome back here to the pregame show. Joining me now is the head coach for the Waupun Warriors, Nicholas Tank. Coach, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me again, Jeff.
Pretty excited about an opportunity. This is really my favorite time of year when we have the Badgerland Conference tournament that starts, because it starts to signal a shift to the WIA playoffs. And I think the Badgerland tournament is perfect for that. But before we get into that, let's talk a little bit about how things have gone since we chatted last. You had a game against Shawano on the road, so tell us about how things went.
Yeah, it was we got the win. I think our kids thought they could have maybe performed a little bit better, but it's always tough the second game and back-to-back. So we had Anago Friday and then Shawano on Saturday. We won 5-2, and all in all, I was pretty happy with the performance. A couple of more power play goals, and a pretty solid performance in net from our goalie. So yeah, it was a good weekend. And the kids are focused up. They, I think they took a little insult from last Tuesday, and they use that as fuel. So I hope they carry that on into tonight.
So let's talk a little bit about, you talked about your special teams were rolling a little bit better. Are you feeling pretty comfortable about where you're sitting at with those?
I think there's always room for growth, but I think some things are starting to come together. We kind of talked about simplifying a little bit and making sure it starts with a good pass to get going north and south, to get out of the zone. So, really simplifying and just getting down to the foundations of it, good tape-to-tape passes, getting our feet moving, getting up ice, having support, those types of things. If you can do those things, typically you're going to get a good zone entry.
Talk to me, Coach, then about how the Badgerland Conference tournament now, as we get ready to start here, just talk about the Badgerland in general and the tournament format.
Yeah, so, Badgerland Conference, tough conference. All of the teams are pretty solid, top to bottom. They're all Division I teams. We're the only Division II team in there. So, any conference game for us is it's a battle, it's a grind. So we know we got to show up. We got to play some of our best hockey when it comes to conference play. And especially tonight, going against the team that, the Springs got the 3 seed. I'd argue they could probably take on the 1 seed. They maybe are the 1 seed. I think they played Nina earlier in the year, and I don't know if they had all their guys in that game. And then Fond du Lac, surprise upset there, but Fondy's got a good goalie, and anything can happen when you got a strong performance in net. So, I think we got a pretty good goalie too. So we're going to have to lean on him tonight. I think we know that. It's going to take outstanding effort on the back end, and then we're going to have to get a couple bounces tonight. And I just hope our kids go out there, play hard, and compete. And if they do those things, we'll be proud of the outcome.
I know that you were hoping to have a home game for the opening round here of the tournament, but do you like the format in general, the way things are set up with the Badgerland?
Yeah, it's tough to be seated behind a team that you played head-to-head and lost to, but at the end of the day, we played Appleton. We dropped a game we probably should not have dropped, and our kids know that, and so it is what it is. We're going to go out there. Our game's not changing, home or away, whatever it might be. We're the same team, same guys. We've had, the schedule this year, 14 road games, 10 home games. So we're not playing on the roads, nothing new to us. So
talk a little bit about, here's what I do know, Coach, and this has been history, I think, throughout the Badgerland in general, is that the regular season is completely different than the tournament, as teams really come in to compete again as they're starting to prepare for the WIAA season. Everybody plays as if it's a one and done. Just talk about that mentality that you have for your players starting tonight.
Yeah, I mean, everyone wants to get on the winner side of the bracket, so you got to win your first game to worry about the second one. So that's how it starts, and I think that's where that mindset comes from. So we're going to worry about tonight and not really we'll take Friday when it comes, and we'll see how it goes, but we got to play the game first.
Talk to me about the plan for Springs since you just saw them. What do you have up as a game plan for St. Mary's Springs?
Yeah, I think, just reflecting on that, you can't really change too much of your own identity based on who you're playing against. We're going to go out there and we're going to try to be the best version of ourselves. And if we can do that, I like our chances. But ultimately, we know that they're a fast transition team. The neutral zone was our fault. Last game, they got a couple of easy ones on us on breakaways. We got to shore that up on the back end defensively, not letting number 4, number 3, or number 2 sneak behind us. If we can do that, I think, the plan stays the same. Get the puck below the dot line, forecheck hard, and just make the game difficult on their defensemen.
Talk about the big ice.
Yeah, there's going to be a little more space out there, so we know that positioning is going to be key. We're going to have to ensure that we're making good changes, too, in that second period. Got the long shift. They like to take advantage and fly guys during that time, so it's it's big ice, but our kids skate on it a lot, so it's nothing new to them. Most of those kids are playing Hockey Factory in the summer as well, so we're used to it. So we just know there's a little more room out there.
Coach, I want to thank you for taking the time to join us here on the pregame show. Anything else you'd like to add?
No, just hopefully everyone can make it out to the blue line tonight. Should be a good night for hockey.
It's going to be a great night. Badgerland Conference Tournament play starts today. 2 games there that we're covering. On Friday, we've got 2 games for sure. And on Saturday, we've got 3 games. So we are looking forward to covering the Badgerland Conference Tournament. Coach, I want to thank you again for your time. And good luck tonight against St. Mary Springs. It's been the head coach here for the Waupun Warriors, Nick Tank. We'll be back after these messages here on Jeff's live stream.
Formed the space into a festive wonderland with themes like Santa's Workshop and Christmas at the Zoo, along with other creative holiday decor throughout. From cheerful decorations to imaginative displays, every corner is filled with seasonal joy. WDS Construction wishes everyone a wonderful holiday season filled with warmth, joy, and plenty of festive fun.
Angling-only guide service with Captain Jeremy Brenner.
Captain Jeremy Brenner here. We are the premier Lake Michigan salmon charter out of Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Each trip is 6 hours and includes fish cleaning. The cost is $400 per trip Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, and only $340 on weekdays for up to 6 people. I personally guarantee you will catch fish. The season runs June through Labor Day. Contact me at anglingonlyfishing@gmail.com to book today and check out my Facebook page, Captain Jeremy Brenner, Sheboygan Salmon.
We've always been a family that thinks about spend, save, give. It was refreshing to find a financial company that echoed that mentality.
With Thrivent, it's more than just about gaining financial confidence. It's about how you can use your resources to create change in your community. It's been a relationship that's created a whole exponential amount of good.
This is Jonathan Leonard, serving the area communities and supporting the local teams. Good luck this season. God bless.
Call PT Tire and Service in Brandon, the automotive experts. Beat the Wisconsin snowfall. Stay charged this winter. PT Tire and Service, full service, batteries and wipers available on site. Call 920-346-TIRE. Put Christmas lights on your tree this holiday season, not your dashboard. Call PT Tire and Service to get those lights in the right place. Over 20 years in business and ready to service your automotive needs. PT Tire and Service, Brandon, 920-346-TIRE.
WDS Construction is a national general contractor with headquarters in Beaver Dam, Wisconsin. But we are so much more. The holiday spirit has taken over the WDS corporate office. Our team has transformed the space into a festive wonderland with themes like Santa's Workshop and Christmas at the Zoo, along with other creative holiday decor throughout. From cheerful decorations to imaginative displays, every corner is filled with seasonal joy. WDS Construction wishes everyone a wonderful holiday season filled with warmth, joy, and plenty of festive fun. Katie's Log Cabin is a great place to stop for lunch or dinner. Grab one of the daily specials or check out the full menu. Katie's Log Cabin specials include Tuesday is pizza, Wednesday is wings, Thursday is a rotating special, Friday and Saturday is fish fry, Saturday is also prime rib, and Sunday is a roasted chicken dinner. Not in the mood for a special? Katie's has you covered with full menu options: appetizers, salads, wraps, pizzas, and sandwiches. Katie's Log Cabin Restaurant in Oakfield. Life is better at the cabin.
King Manufacturing. Since 1926, we have been known for our first-class buildings and canopies. In fact, there are thousands of them in use across America and in the Caribbean. We have also produced and developed many other steel products for use in retail, commercial, and industrial applications, such as building fascia, loading racks, wall panel systems, and much more. Our design record attests to our dedication to quality and customer satisfaction. King Manufacturing, from design to completion.
For 50 years and counting, Verhaeg's Furniture has been proudly serving Waupun the best furniture and mattresses at prices you can afford. And we're honored to be voted best of the best mattress store in the Fond du Lac area. Stop in and check out our mattress selections. We have all kinds from traditional spring to memory foam. It is our mission to help you get a great night of sleep night after night. Visit us at 806 West Main Street, Waupun, and experience quality, comfort, and service you can trust. Visit our website at www.verhaegsfurniture.com. Verhaeg's Furniture Mart. 50 years strong, quality you trust, and prices you'll love. Verhaeg Furniture.
Sam's Well Drilling is a family-owned business with over 75 years in the water well drilling industry. We can help you with all of your well drilling needs. Our crews are experienced at finding the proper location, setting up the rigs and equipment in all types of circumstances, and drilling to the appropriate depth so that you have fresh, clean water. Sam's also drills wells for commercial and municipal projects. No project is too large or small for Sam's Well Drilling. We at Sam's are thankful to be involved in supplying the well water needs of people all over Wisconsin. Sam's Well Drilling, well worth it.
When my husband passed, I needed direction on my finances. I felt like I was starting from a blank slate. Thrivent came into my life at a time that I really needed it. Thrivent helped me feel confident and create opportunities to be more giving. I think my husband would be very proud, but I'm proud of myself because I've educated myself and I kind of learned that maybe I could have been doing this all along.
Jonathan Leonard, Thrivent Financial here in Waupun, serving the local communities. Thanks. God bless.
Welcome to Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse. Here at Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse, we are proud to provide South Central Wisconsin with the most beautiful flowers and freshest fruits and vegetables. In the fall, we have many varieties of squash and pumpkins, to just name a few. We are also proud to offer one-of-a-kind gifts like hanging baskets, iron hangers, decorative planters, and concrete statuary. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook for more info and pictures. So come on out to Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse, located on Highway A between Fox Lake and Randolph, and you'll be glad you did.
Welcome back here. Oh, echo. But welcome back here on the pregame show. About 1:45 before teams hit the ice. Caleb, what are your keys to the Waupun Warriors tonight?
Waupun's going to have to score, and they're going to have to score early here, try to get the momentum. Last time they did score first on Springs. They were up 1-0, but it immediately went downhill after that. They could not keep the momentum, even though they were at home. But tonight here, score early and try to keep that lead and go period by period. You win that first period, anything else can happen, and you'll throw Springs a little bit off their games.
What do you think the message is from Coach Colleen, especially after beating this team pretty handily last week?
Yeah, it's going to be don't underestimate them, that's for sure. Obviously, Blake Hoker is a good goalie for Waupun, and there's a chance, if he's on his game tonight and Waupun gets a couple early, then it's going to be tough to get some past him. So definitely do not take Waupun for granted and underestimate them a little bit. And, his message is probably going to be sound defense because that's how they're going to be able to make this run deep into the playoffs as well as the conference tournament.
Yeah, I know that is one thing he preaches. He preaches defense. He does not want his team. He likes that his teams can score goals, but he doesn't like the fact that they give up goals. He does not want to give up goals. He never wants to give up goals. And you know what? I agree with him. I don't disagree with him on that. I mean, I get where he's coming from. I understand the fact that he doesn't want to give up goals, and nobody ever really wants to give up goals, but they do happen every once in a while. We'll see if this thing shows up now. Nope. Now my scoreboard cam disappeared again.
Yeah, and that's how they're going to be able to make that run in the Badgerland tournament, as well as if they want to make the playoff run, they're going to have to keep scoring goals like they have been all season long, and also they're going to have to play sound defense like they've been doing throughout this whole season long.
There we go. Now it's back. As Timmy Mathwig says, good evening, hockey fans, and welcome to the Blue Line Ice Arena. Caleb, we're back here for some more Badgerland Conference action. We'll be back here on Friday as well. We'll have, I think your dad said we're going to do both games, if you remember correctly. I think he said we are going to do both semifinal games.
Yeah, probably. I don't know if that's who's doing it, but yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I don't know. My guess is I will be at Oakfield. There is an Oakfield boys basketball game that night against Wayland. Yeah,
that'll be a good matchup. I think each of those teams only has one conference loss.
And I had a chance to actually watch that game, the Wayland play against Marquezan, and a very athletic team, which could cause some problems for the Oakfield Oaks.
For sure. Yeah, so again, we'll have both games on Friday. So the winner of this game will take on the Fond du Lac Cardinals on Friday.
Yeah, I know both these teams want a rematch. Obviously, Waupun lost to them for the Cowan Cup. Springs lost to them for the Sturgeon Cup. They'd both want a rematch against that Fond du Lac Cardinal team.
Yeah, definitely. They both obviously lost. So that's, again, why kind of Fond du Lac had that higher seed than Springs.
The starters for the Waupun Warriors. In goal, we will see number 40, Blake Coker. At forward, number 7, a freshman, Colton Postotnik. Now we're changing things up today. I like this. At forward, a sophomore, number 16, Cam Plegner. Changing up the lines here, we got Nick Tank. And at forward, number 22, sophomore, Cam Krentz. At defense, number 18, sophomore Brock Reeder. And at defense, captain, number 19, senior Dylan Pribenow. And a goal again, once again, the man of the hour. We talked about him. Waupun's going to need a good game out of him tonight. Number 40, senior Blake Coker. A little bit of a line change tonight, Caleb.
Yeah, that's interesting, and I kind of agree with it as well. Obviously, you get beat by the Ledgers pretty handily last time, so mix it up. I mean, what could be worse?
And for the St. Mary Springs Ledgers, the lineup will go as follows. At forward, number 2, Armani Fisher. At forward, number 7, Will Stellmacher. At forward, number 28, Khalil Rebeck. At defense, number 13, Heath Braun. At defense, number 18, Preston Flood. Yet in goal, number 30, Memphis Young. So I believe we will step aside. We're going to run an ad or so, and we'll be back with Puck Drop after the national anthem on Jeff's live streams.
Hello, this is Jeff Sauer with Jeff's Livestream. We hope you're enjoying our broadcast. Our purpose, first and foremost, is to bring glory to God. Second is to draw attention to the student athletes, promote the great things they and their schools are doing, and promote the businesses and the people running them within our communities. Our mission is to create memories for student athletes, families, teams, and communities, as well as allowing for viewers to see their athletes or teams perform regardless of where the viewer is located. If you'd like to join us as a sponsor to help us fulfill our purpose and mission, feel free to give me a call at 920-345-2066 or email me at livestreamjeff@gmail.com. I'd love to talk to you.
Generations Lanes of El Dorado. Join one of our adult or kids leagues or bowl in our monthly Friday night tournament. Or get a group together for a family or corporate bowling function. We are more than just bowling. a great spot to bring your family for a meal. Awesome homemade pizzas and soups, as well as appetizers, wraps, and sandwiches. Daily food specials. Fish Fry Friday. Open daily at 11 with the kitchen open late. Ask about us catering your next function. We are home to Laconia Bowling and proud supporter of the Laconia Spartans and all student athletes.
For 50 years and counting, Verhaeg's Furniture has been proudly serving Waupun the best furniture and mattresses at prices you can afford. And we're honored to be voted best of the best mattress store in the Fond du Lac area. Stop in and check out our mattress selections. We have all kinds from traditional spring to memory foam. It is our mission to help you get a great night of sleep night after night. Visit us at 806 West Main Street, Waupun, and experience quality, comfort, and service you can trust. Visit our website at www.verhaegsfurniture.com. Verhaeg's Furniture Mart. 50 years strong, quality you trust, and prices you'll love. Verhaeg Furniture.
Katie's Log Cabin is a great place to stop for lunch or dinner. Grab one of the daily specials or check out the full menu. Katie's Log Cabin specials include Tuesday is pizza, Wednesday is wings, Thursday is a rotating special, Friday and Saturday is fish fry, Saturday is also prime rib, and Sunday is a broasted chicken dinner. Not in the mood for a special? Katie's has you covered with full menu options, appetizers, salads, wraps, pizzas, and sandwiches. Katie's Log Cabin Restaurant in Oakfield. Life is better at the cabin.
Welcome back here on Jeff's live streams. We're ready for puck drop. Waupun Warriors taking on the St. Mary Springs Ledgers, the number 4 team in Division I now. Got a big, good one here. Again, I talked about this. Waupun changing things up, going with Flegner with Postotnik and Krentz. Draw is actually won forward by Flegner, but Ledgers retain possession, fired all the way down by Heath Braun. It'll start with an ice.
Man, that's a slow start. Hopefully we don't have too many of those. After we just had
a lot of icings in the last game.
Yeah, we just had an interesting one again. Fond du Lac Cardinals beating Appleton United 4-0. We did that game. We were here probably, I don't know, around 4 p.m. So
4:15ish, yeah, somewhere in there.
Yep.
Working on hour 4 already.
Oh yeah.
Be putting in a full 6-hour day at least. Postotnik taps it back. Brock Reeder off the shin pads of Cam Flagner wide. Rebeck goes up the wall, chips it up. Chips it out. Fisher tries to beat Postotnik to it. He chips it along the wall. Reeder chips it in deep. Waupun will chase. Young taps it behind the goal to Preston Flood. He spins away from the forecheck of Camden Flagner. Fires it to Khalil Rebeck. Rebeck, cross-ice pass, too far for Stelmacher. He could pick it up off the boards. Beam will get to it first. And remember, Waupun not used to these lively boards here. The boards in Waupun are a little more dead than they are here at the blue line. Preston Flood will wind it up. Flood will bring it up the left wing wall. Chip into the middle of the ice. He finds Austin Westergaard. 1 point away from taking a lead for the Ledgers all-time scoring. 235 points he's at right now. He needs 1 point to make it to 236. Jacob Kerner, cross-ice pass. Buchholz in stride. Buchholz moves into the inside of the ice. Poked off his stick by Westergaard. Back to Tyke Wagner. Wagner cross-ice pass. Finds his man, Jackson Sobel. Pass goes off the stick of Kerner. Kerner chips it around Westergaard. He'll get it back, though. Pribanow knocked it off of his stick. Gabe Braun down the left wing wall. Braun makes a move to the outside. Pass in front. Nobody home. Sobel. Westergaard will keep it in and dump it in deep. Gabe Braun. Stolen by Flagner. Poked off his stick by Westergaard. Chase Beam will bring it the other way. Taps it around Tate Baker. Jackson Sobel gets bumped by Beam. Kerner. Postotnik throws a pass. Stolen by Braun. Braun in on a 1-on-3. Cuts in. Goes up top and makes it 1-0 early at the 15-15 mark.
Man, that's just a phenomenal play there by Braun.
An unassisted goal. Should be unassisted from Gabe Braun.
Yeah, he really did that one all himself. Fending off, I think it was 3 defenders coming in and just sniping Blake Coker.
So 1:45 into the game. It's an early lead for the St. Mary Springs Ledgers.
Opposite of what we saw in Waupun is Waupun was able to get the 1-0 lead last time that they faced off, and this time Springs jumps out to it right away.
And I thought it was actually a pretty even start so far. Both teams with a couple chances at both ends. Flagner will pick it up. Dylan Pribanow up the wall. Poked off his stick by L.J. Smith. Pierce Weber has it along the wall. Pinned up by Dylan Pribanow. Spins out of there. Goes up top to Heath Braun. Braun, cross-ice pass, finds Preston Flood. Flood blocked in front. Still loose. Picking it up, Brock Reeder. Reeder cuts in the middle of the ice. He'll go around the outside. Brock Reeder with another move around Pierce Weber. Has it on the outside, fires it, tries to get it in deep, goes off of Weber. Porter Gala with a chance the other way. Gala, good back check from Hayden Reeder to knock it off his stick. Pribanow to Reeder. Reeder spins off of Porter Gala, goes up in the middle of the ice. He finds his man. Pribanow off the boards. Buckholz couldn't pick it up. Chase Beam will get to it. Again, a 1-0 lead for the Ledgers. Chase Beam will bring it up the right-hand wall, drop back. Can't find Jonas Buckholz on sides. He'll dump it in and go back and chase. Buckholz gives chase on a forecheck. Stolen by Jonas Buckholz on a pass from Heath Braun. Braun gets it back, gives it to Rebeck on the left wing wall. Pass in the middle of the ice, finds Stelmacher. Goes back to Jacob Kerner. Board pass for Derek Pribanow. Pribanow dumps it in deep. Heath Braun will be the first one to get there. He'll rim it around to the backhand. Rebeck brings it back in. Board pass. Finds Heath Braun. Braun chips it up the wall to Armani Fisher. Fisher chips to Stelmacher. 2-on-2 the other way. 2-on-3 now. Stelmacher into the glove of Coker. Comes out in the middle of the ice. Beam will pick it up. Chase Beam reverses play. Gets it to Jacob Kerner. Kerner throws one up the wall. Too far. It'll be an ice for Cam Krentz. I want to thank the 88 computers that are logged in here. I had Clyde Maxwell coming in here already saying, good luck, Warriors. Let's get the rest of you in here. Whether you're a Ledgers fan, you're a Warriors fan, get you something in that YouTube chat. Let me know who you're watching from, who your favorite player is.
Yeah, definitely. We like seeing getting the fans involved. Gives us something to talk about here as well.
Gabe Braun will take the draw. He'll take this one against Cam Flegner. Flegner wins it cleanly back. Goes up the wall, off the skates. Cam Krentz gets to it. Krentz chips it around Jackson Sabel. Austin Westergaard will be the first one to it. Westergaard gets bumped by Camden Flegner. Krentz tries to chip it around. Jackson Sabel cannot. Flegner gets it back. Chips it over Postotnik. Lost it. Good stick lift from Tyg Wagner. Wagner up the boards. Finds Gabe Braun. Cross-ice pass to Westergaard. Got Baker on the far side. Gets it to him. Tate Baker down the right wing. Shoots over the top of the net. Jackson Sabel keeps it in. Brock Reeder steals. He'll backhand it into the middle of the ice. Gabe Braun will pick it up. Braun with a board pass. Finds Baker. Chips it. Westergaard not going to get there in time. Baker will get it back, though. Finds it back to Jackson Sabel. Over to Tyg Wagner. Wagner to Sabel. Pass at the right wing wall. Heath Braun walks in, shoots, tipped wide. Pass in the middle of the ice. Finds his man, throws a cross-ice pass to Westergaard. Sorry, I was looking at something on the computer. Braun walks in. Toe drag move. Onto the backhand. Pad save by Coker. Loose in front. L.J. Smith. Coker makes another one. Blake Coker with some great stops.
Phenomenal saves there for him. And he's battling after giving up that one early. Trying to keep this Waupun Warrior team in it as it's 1-0 right now for the Ledgers. And it was even, like you said, to start the game, but then all of a sudden it's kind of been all Ledgers from there.
Switch on over to the main cam. Back to the main. Rimmed all the way around. Andy Rebeck coming in. Let's go Ledgers. We got one already. Keep coming. Get in there. It's a good game so far. 1-0. Chances for both sides to start. Brody Highlands, good to see him back out there coming off an injury. Tyg Wagner winds it up, cuts into the middle of the ice, cuts around to the right wing. Wagner dumps it back in deep to Brody Highland. Highland fires a shot blocked in front from Chase Beam. He's going to do a lot of that. Wagner bumps Jacob Kerner. Porter Gala tries to get it from Chase Beam. Beam battles along the wall, chipped around by Kerner, back to Beam. Rebeck forechecking. Spinning away from him is Chase Beam. Dropping it back to Jacob Kerner. Kerner up the wall, too far for Reeder off the stick, and Keith Braun collects. Braun gets it back from Preston Flood. Flood chip pass, too strong for Rebeck. Dumped back in deep. A 1-0 lead for the Ledgers on an early goal, a minute 45 into the game from Gabe Braun. No ice because Turner was changing. Brock Reeder had to dance around it to not get too many men called. Derek Pribenow out with his top line now. Changed up the lines from the last time they played. Pribenow chips it up to Brock, to Hayden Reeder. Reeder tries to go around Heath Braun. Good stick from Heath Braun. Braun chip pass finds Rebeck. Drops it back down. Brock Reeder with another board pass. Krentz tries to dump it in. Off the skates of Gabe Braun. Krentz tries to go around Wagner. He knocks it away. Wagner, chip pass, tries to find Armani Fisher. He does. Fisher can't get it around Dylan Pribenow. Chipped up. Gabe Braun spins out in the corner. Up top, Wagner shoots. Pad save Coker. Dylan Pribenow chips it off the boards. Jackson Sobel pinches. Knocks it back in deep. Dylan Pribenow gets to it first. Spins away from Gabe Braun. Throws a pass in the middle of the ice. Chipped off the stick of Cam Flegner. Had a chance the other way to the Warriors. Chipped up the boards. Westergaard tries to chip it around. Brock Reeder cannot. Tate Baker picks it up. Baker throws a pass to Jackson Sobel over to Ty Wagner. Up to Austin Westergaard on the left wing. Westergaard cuts in the middle of the ice. Backhand pass. Braun picks it up. Pad save by Coker. What a stop from Blake Coker, Caleb.
Yeah, that was a great save. Just a subtle move there by Braun. Able to do a quick stick lift to get that puck on his stick there and get the shot off as well. But yeah, even great save there by Coker, staying on top of it and being alert.
Another great save from Blake. He's been pretty good early. He's going to need to be. Jennifer West saying, grandma of Austin Westergaard watching. Go Austin and the Ledgers. Spinning away, Chase Beam rims it around for Jacob Kerner. Tried to chip it around Tate Baker, cannot. Westergaard battles with Baker to chip it away from Jacob Kerner. He gets it away from him. Buckholt steals. Tries to chip it out. He chips it in the middle of the ice. Finds Derek Pribenow to Hayden Reeder. Reeder working on Ty Wagner. He'll go around the outside. Wagner hounding him, trying to knock him away from that puck. He does. Wagner will pick it up. Throws a backhander. Sauce finds Gabe Braun in the middle of the ice. Braun shoots. Chest save by Coker. That one was an easier one for him, Caleb.
Yeah, I'm sure he's glad that he sees a little bit easier one and just holding on to that one, getting the feel for the puck still. And he's seen quite a few shots early, as again, it's been all Ledgers here so far.
I wouldn't say yet a quality chance yet for the Waupun Warriors. They've had a couple chances where pucks were thrown in the middle of the ice, but just couldn't find anybody.
Right.
That one paddled wide by Blake. Pribenow throws a cross-ice pass, finds the skates of Cam Krentz, chipped in by Heath Braun. Ledgers are going to pinch as much as possible. Cross-ice pass, Weber tried to knock it down, cannot. Flood finds Braun. Chips it up the wall to Brody Highland. He'll chip it in. Brock Reeder makes a move around one man. He'll bring it up. Brock Reeder fires a slap shot into the shin pads of Heath Braun. Brody Highland's got it back. Gets hit by Brock Reeder. Pass finds Dylan Pribenow. Back to Brock Reeder. Reeder, he'll wind this one in. He hits the shin pads of Brody Highland once again.
Just teeing it up.
Preston Flood will bring it out. Had it poked off, recovered. Finds Pierce Weber. He chips it up the wall. Pribenow steals. That's Derek Pribenow. Kicks it up to Dylan. Dylan can't hold at the line. Drops it back to Brock Reeder. Finds Hayden Reeder. He'll try to wind it up with some speed. Chip in the middle of the ice. Too strong for everybody. It'll be an ice. Nope, they wave it off. None of the referees really communicated there. They wave it off. Reeder's going to steal it in the zone. Got Chase Beam in the middle of the ice. He finds him. Off the skates, but he'll pick it back up. Beam spins away from one man. Throws a cross-ice pass. Stolen by Rebeck. Rebeck finds Armani Fisher. Poked off his stick. Good play off the bench, but Rebeck's going to get it back. Rebeck shoots. Sticked away by Chase Beam. Armani Fisher has it. Throws a cross-ice pass. Stolen by Krentz. Krentz makes a move around one guy. Cuts in the middle of the ice and knocked off the puck by Stelmacher. Flood chips around one man. Dumps it in deep. Kerner knocks it down. Kerner, cross-ice pass for Krentz. Krentz chips it in. Cam Flegner picks it up with the glove. Flegner spins away. Tries to get it to Beam. He cannot. Working on two Ledgers. No help down there. Flood will take it away. Actually, that was Wagner that took that one away. Wagner to Rebeck. Rebeck looking in the middle. Finds Braun in the middle of the ice. Braun cuts down the left wing. Tries to go around Chase Beam. Slows up. Looks for some help off the bench. Throws a backhander. Stopped by Cam Flegner. Flegner, turnover in the middle of the ice. Braun to Westergaard. Westergaard got a man backdoor. Looks for him. Tipped in. And that will do it. Austin Westergaard now becomes the leading point scorer of all time for the St. Mary's Springs Ledgers. We'll hold that up, or we'll get that scene up. Congrats to Austin. It'll be an assist. It'll be Tate Baker on the goal with 6:19 to go. So at the 10:41 mark, a goal scored by Tate Baker. They're asking for the puck. That's a good call.
Definitely.
About time. I was hoping someone would get it. His 236th career point. Congratulations to Austin Westergaard on becoming the all-time leading scorer for the St. Mary's Springs Ledgers hockey program. Draws one back by Tate Baker. Jackson Sobel gave it to Wagner. Back to Jackson Sobel to Westergaard. Cross-ice pass off the pads of Jonas Buchholz. Tig Wagner up the right wing. Turned over to Wagner. Wagner chips in front, but Brock Reeder plays it into the corner. Reeder reverses play, finds Derek Pribenow. Derek Pribenow up the wall. Chipped in, but can't get it out. Sobel dumps it back in. Dylan Pribenow spins away from one man, chips it off the glass. Sobel with the board pass, finds Westergaard. Westergaard had Baker offside, so he's got to slow things down. He'll bring it in. Brings it in the right wing wall. Westergaard spins away from one man. Looks in the middle of the ice. Too far for Preston Flood. Heath Braun at the left wing wall. Dumps it back in deep. Brock Reeder's got it. Gabe Braun steals, throws a pass in front. Coker paddles it into the corner. Rebeck will be the first to it. Back. Braun poked off his stick by Brock Reeder. Good defensive play. Chipped into the neutral ice, no icing. Preston Flood will knock it down and bring it in quick. Makes a move into the middle of the ice. Flood dances around one man, drops it to Armani Fisher, shoots, blocked in front. Rebeck will get it back. He'll dump it in deep. Armani Fisher tipped it around. Flood pinches, knocks it back in deep. Pribenow chips it off the glass. Brock Reeder will be the first one to it. Reeder fires it all the way down. It'll be an ice. David Barry saying Ledgers. 4:46 to go. A 2-0 lead already for St. Mary's Springs.
So you can kind of talk about who was the previous points leader for Springs.
Yeah, Brady Welsh. Brady Welsh was a freshman my senior year. He was the previous leader at 235 points. Is now Austin Westergaard in his senior year, passes Brady Welsh.
Yeah, so that's over an average of 50 points per year. Really.
Just about, right?
Yeah. Well,
236?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's over, yeah.
Yeah, it's over.
It's
Yep.
like 60.
Yep.
It's almost, we probably will be at
Yeah,
about
almost
60 a
60.
year because by the time we're done with the regular season, he'll be over that.
So that's also including
Postseason
postseason
play.
correct? Yep.
Yes. He has 20 total postseason points and 216 regular season points. Armani Fisher spins away from one man. Aiden Reeder chips it around the boards. Finds Jacob Kerner up the wall. Jonas Buchholz chips it in the middle of the ice. Finds Chase Beam. A chance the other way. 2-on-2 if they hurry. Beam goes around Heath Braun. Fires a shot. Paddled away by Memphis Young. Young tapped it behind the net. Aiden Reeder picks it up. Reeder drops it back to Chase Beam. Chipped in the middle of the ice. Rebeck will steal. Khalil Rebeck throws a pass in the middle of the ice. Postotnik kind of bundles himself. Tripped himself. Chase Beam backhand pass finds Jacob Kerner. Kerner, he'll have to bring it in. Kind of fanned on it. Porter-Gala knocks him off the puck. Cross-ice pass from Flood finds Highland. Brody Highland on the left wing wall. Highland goes all the way around the net. Pass out. L.J. Smith shoots over top of the net. Tig Wagner drops it to Porter-Gala. Krentz tries to chip it out. He does. Jackson Sobel drops it back to Tig Wagner. Wagner finds Jackson Sobel. Off the boards to Brody Highland. Highland looks around, throws a pass out front. Stolen by Dylan Pribenow. Pribenow off the boards. Sobel keeps. Postotnik chips it out. Krentz had Flagner wide open in the middle of the ice. Just couldn't get there in time. Postotnik bumped off by Sobel. Drops it back for Tig Wagner. They come the other way in a rush. Tig Wagner down the left wing wall. Wagner working on Dylan Pribenow. Goes all the way around the outside. Brock Reeder tries to poke it off. Cannot. Chipped it up top to Westergaard. Westergaard finds Braun. Down to Jackson Sobel. He walks in. Blocker saved by Blake Coker. Westergaard. Over to Wagner. Back down to Westergaard. He's trying to spin away from Hayden Reeder. He does. Chips it up the wall. Gabe Brown. Down to Westergaard. Back to Braun. Braun. Down the right wing wall. Spins back. Drops it to Baker. Up top to Flood. Shot. Pad save from Heath Braun. Fired off the pads of Heath Braun. Keeps it in. Braun walks in. Shoots. Pad save once again from Blake Coker. Chipped out. No ice. Yep, Christine, we did talk about that. That is the current school record now. And it'll keep going up for for Austin Westergaard as the season goes on. Most likely he's going to have, well, actually, no, he'll have 3 more regular season games after this one. 2 Badgerland games and the one against Brookfield at the end of the year. Austin Westergaard chips in the middle of the ice, knocked off a stick. Jonas Buckholz has it stolen from behind by Gabe Braun. Board pass, Westergaard, too strong for him. Chipped up the boards by Jacob Kerner. Reeder gets bumped. Buckholz fires the backhand pass in the middle of the ice. Stelmacher runs into Wagner, but Wagner picked it up. Wagner spins away from Cam Krentz. Throws a pass over to Stelmacher. Stelmacher pass, finds Fisher. 2-on-2 with Rebeck. Fisher around the outside. Armani Fisher backhand pass in front, blocked down. Camp Legner will bring it the other way. Camp Legner with some speed, cuts around the outside, tries to go through Ty Wagner. That ain't going to happen. Caleb, we talk about the fluidity of Ty Wagner and Preston Flood. You're not going to get through them like that.
Yeah, definitely. And they're 2 of the better defensemen, not only in the Badgerland, but in the whole state.
Wagner spins away from Camp Legner. Gets around Parker Zickert. Pass finds Jackson Sobel. He drops it back for Gabe Braun. 40 seconds to go in the period. Braun will wind it up. Braun cuts to the middle of the ice, makes one move, onto the backhand. Pad saved by Blake Coker, and he will cover with 34.6 to go. Good stop from Blake Coker. Gabe Braun just danced through 3 guys.
He's just making it look easy out there tonight, in that play especially. I mean, he's just, like you said, he's just dancing around guys, and in the first goal that he had to work for it, really working, fighting off 3 guys, and this time just dancing around 3 guys and getting the shot off.
Westergaard will take the draw. It is won by Hayden Reeder. Board pass finds Chase Beam. Chipped it up the wall, kept in at the line. Pass in front. Pribanow knocks it down. Westergaard bumped him off of it, but Pribanow gets it back. Derek Pribanow chipped it up the wall. Hayden Reeder coming the other way. Tate Baker with a good back check. Reeder can't get it around Baker. Braun chips it out. Westergaard gets it back with 10 seconds. He's going to wind it up. Westergaard chip pass finds Gabe Braun. Yep, 8 seconds. Braun, pass in front, backhander, Baker tapped it wide and chipped it out, and that'll do it for the period. The Ledgers will lead 2-0 after 1, and Austin Westergaard will get an assist, and that is the 236th career point for Austin Westergaard. We will step aside. We'll be back after these messages.
King Manufacturing. Since 1926, we have been known for our first-class buildings and canopies. Did you know we do all kinds of metalwork? We offer a variety of decor available for purchase from other businesses. Designs range from holiday decor to sports to hobbies. Finished items can be wall hangings, outdoor garden decor, coffee tables, and so much more. If you are looking for address plaques, property signage, or awards plaques, King can make them. These are highly customized and durable products with your own street number, name, or event. A variety of fonts are available, and we can add our automotive-grade paint in a custom color, suitable for indoor or outdoor uses. Pricing varies. Call Joe Barnes at King Manufacturing. From design to completion.
Sam's Well Drilling is a family-owned business with over 75 years in the water well drilling industry. We can help you with all of your well drilling needs. Our crews are experienced at finding the proper location, setting up the rigs and equipment in all types of circumstances, and drilling to the appropriate depth so that you have fresh, clean water. Sam's also drills wells for commercial and municipal projects. No project is too large or small for Sam's Well Drilling. We at Sam's are thankful to be involved in supplying the well water needs of people all over Wisconsin. Sam's Well Drilling, well worth it. Katie's Log Cabin is a great place to stop for lunch or dinner. Grab one of the daily specials or check out the full menu. Katie's Log Cabin specials include Tuesday is pizza, Wednesday is wings, Thursday is a rotating special, Friday and Saturday is fish fry. Saturday is also prime rib, and Sunday is a broasted chicken dinner. Not in the mood for a special? Katie's has you covered with full menu options, appetizers, salads, wraps, pizzas, and sandwiches. Katie's Log Cabin Restaurant in Oakfield. Life is better at the cabin.
After surviving breast cancer, I felt this calling to help other women heal. I thought, why not build a respite house? I wasn't sure it was going to work financially speaking for my family, but with the guidance of Thrivent, I really felt like we were going to figure it out. Taking the leap to start my nonprofit has been the most rewarding thing I've done in my life.
Jonathan Leonard, Thrivent Financial here in Waupun, serving the local communities.
God bless.
Angling-only guide service with Captain Jeremy Brenner.
Captain Jeremy Brenner here. We are the premier Lake Michigan salmon charter out of Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Each trip is 6 hours and includes fish cleaning. The cost is $400 per trip Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, and only $340 on weekdays for up to 6 people. I personally guarantee you will catch fish. The season runs June through Labor Day. Contact me at anglingonlyfishing@gmail.com to book today and check out my Facebook page, Captain Jeremy Brenner, Sheboygan Salmon.
Sam's Well Drilling is a family-owned business with over 75 years in the water well drilling industry. We can help you with all of your well drilling needs. Our crews are experienced at finding the proper location, setting up the rigs and equipment in all types of circumstances, and drilling to the appropriate depth so that you have fresh, clean water. Sam's also drills wells for commercial and municipal projects. No project is too large or small for Sam's Well Drilling. We at Sam's are thankful to be involved in supplying the well water needs of people all over Wisconsin. Sam's Well Drilling, well worth it.
Call PT Tire and Service in Brandon. The automotive experts. Beat the Wisconsin snowfall. Stay charged this winter. PT Tire and Service, full service, batteries and wipers available on site. Call 920-346-TIRE. Put Christmas lights on your tree this holiday season, not your dashboard. Call PT Tire and Service to get those lights in the right place. Over 20 years in business and ready to service your automotive needs. PT Tire and Service, Brandon, 920-346-TIRE.
Generations Lanes of El Dorado. Join one of our adult or kids leagues or bowl in our monthly Friday night tournament. Or get a group together for a family or corporate bowling function. We are more than just bowling. A great spot to bring your family for a meal. Awesome homemade pizzas and soups, as well as appetizers, wraps, and sandwiches. Daily food specials. Fish Fry Friday. Open daily at 11 with the kitchen open late. Ask about us catering your next function. We are home to Laconia Bowling and proud supporter of the Laconia Spartans and all student athletes.
We are Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse, and we have been leading a greenhouse here in Fox Lake since 1981. Family owned and operated, we provide beautiful flower baskets and fruit and vegetables to residents of South Central Wisconsin. We know the importance of having a variety of flowers, fruits, and vegetables available to our customers throughout the year. Discover the finest selection of locally grown produce, including sweet corn, tomatoes, and cucumbers, along with a variety of fresh fruits. At Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse, we believe in providing our customers with the freshest and highest quality produce. Come visit us and taste the difference.
WDS Construction is a national general contractor with headquarters in Beaver Dam, Wisconsin. But we are so much more. The holiday spirit has taken over the WDS corporate office. Our team has transformed the space into a festive wonderland with themes like Santa's Workshop and Christmas at the Zoo, along with other creative holiday decor throughout. From cheerful decorations to imaginative displays, every corner is filled with seasonal joy. WDS Construction wishes everyone a wonderful holiday season filled with warmth, joy, and plenty of festive fun.
King Manufacturing. Since 1926, we have been known for our first-class building and canopies. Steel King canopies are a well-known and respected product. We design, fabricate, and contract installation for C-stores, fleets, entryways, restaurants, and more. Steel canopies serve a variety of purposes, including advertising or signage, control access, sheltering an entrance or loading area, support of lighting systems, and weather protection for people, equipment, or outdoor storage. King Manufacturing. From design to completion.
Welcome back here to Jeff's live streams recap for the period. 9 of 11 goes Blake Coker on saves. Memphis Young did not see a shot in the first period, did not have to make a stop. Again, Caleb, before we even get into the stats, let's talk about that. As a goaltender, Waupun, I mean, if you get a chance here early, that'd be a big thing because a guy who went a whole period without seeing a shot, it's hard to get into a game.
Yeah, it really is, and I'm surprised that, you go that whole 17 minutes and you don't see a single shot. It's really tough to stay involved. And it's not like he was going around skating behind the net either, playing the puck, stopping him on rims either. So it's kind of just really sitting there, and you got to stretch between whistles pretty much. So, and then you got to go sit in the locker room for 15 minutes and then come back out. So it's going to be tough for him to try to get back into this game. Hopefully he can, stretch out a little bit in the locker room and then get a couple hot laps in when you get back out on the ice. But yeah, Waupun should really try to look to test him. And, you at least got to get one shot here early in the period.
Overall stats for the period at the 145 mark, an incredible individual effort from Gabe Braun. Stole the puck, brought it in on a 1-on-3, used his speed to force him off, and put a backhander up top to make it 1-0. And then at the 10:41 mark, to get the 236th career point for Austin Westergaard to beat the St. Mary's Springs record, a backdoor pass and a tap-in for Tate Baker. Assist also went to Gabe Braun. And that's where we stand. I mean, after that, there wasn't a ton of quality scoring chances for the Ledgers. Waupun has done a very good job at keeping them to the outside, as we talked about, Caleb. Off air, we talked about, comparatively to Tuesday, right now, Waupun, they're playing very well.
Yeah, they're playing definitely better than Tuesday, and I think it really helped them getting those wins over, they had that win over Anago, which was a big win at home, and then they beat Sean O'Bondwell on the road. So they're coming in with that momentum a little bit, and that's definitely helped them be a little bit more confident on the ice tonight.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't want to say anything about the line changes, but I do like that line of Postotnik, Flegner, and Krentz. That line's got a lot of speed, and they're young. I mean, you look towards Waupun's future. You got a senior, as in Hayden Reeder, a senior forward also in Jonas Buchholz. So that line right there most likely is your first line next year.
Yeah.
And to me, putting them together right now down the stretch, get them some chemistry. They looked really well together in the first period. They made some good quality plays. They had a chance where they could have got the puck in the middle of the ice, but just couldn't find anybody.
Yeah, and the more they play together now, especially, they're going to get this, conference tournament experience, and then they're also going to get the playoff experience as well. So that's only going to help them for their future.
About 3:20 to go, Caleb. I mean, like I said, my keys for Waupun here: get some shots early. Try to test out Memphis Young. He hasn't seen a shot yet today. Get yourself back in this game. Throw a big hit. Do something to get that little bit of. They got a couple students over there. Looks like they got jersey night going on for the Warriors. And for the Ledgers, don't change a thing. Things are going well. You had 11 shots in the first period, and there's 0. You held them to no shots. Keep Waupun to the outside. Keep them out of the middle of the ice. Don't let them get a chance on Memphis Young.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that's the best way. That's how you're almost guaranteed to win. If you don't give up any shots, you're not going to give up any goals.
The best defense is offense. Right. If you can keep the puck in the offensive zone the entire time and hold possession, it'll be hard for the Warriors to get a chance. I mean, they also say the best defense or best offense is defense, and then for the Ledgers, the defense is, I mean, we talk about the pairing of, well, the former pairing. They were a pairing together for a long time, Wagner and Flood, but now they split them up. But just the way they move together, they're very similar players. They're smaller guys, smaller in stature, but they do a great job of their gaps and keeping everybody to the outside. And most of the time when anyone tries to go through them, it just ain't going to happen.
Yeah. No, exactly. Yeah, especially here tonight.
All right, so we're going to step aside. About 2 minutes left on that clock. We're going to step aside, run a couple ads. We'll be back with Puck Drop for the second period on Jeff's live streams. A 2-0 lead for the Ledgers. And once again, congratulations to Austin Westergaard in becoming the all-time leading scorer for the St. Mary Springs Ledgers.
Angling-only guide service with Captain Jeremy Brenner.
Captain Jeremy Brenner here. We are the premier Lake Michigan salmon charter out of Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Each trip is 6 hours and includes fish cleaning. The cost is $400 per trip Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, and only $340 on weekdays for up to 6 people. I personally guarantee you will catch fish. The season runs June through Labor Day. Contact me at anglingonlyfishing@gmail.com to book today and check out my Facebook page, Captain Jeremy Brenner, Sheboygan Salmon.
Call PT Tire and Service in Brandon. The automotive experts. Beat the Wisconsin snowfall. Stay charged this winter. PT Tire and Service, full service, batteries and wipers available on site. Call 920-346-TIRE. Put Christmas lights on your tree this holiday season, not your dashboard. Call PT Tire and Service to get those lights in the right place. Over 20 years in business and ready to service your automotive needs. PT Tire and Service, Brandon, 920-346-TIRE.
For 50 years and counting, Verhaeg's Furniture has been proudly serving Waupun the best furniture and mattresses at prices you can afford. And we're honored to be voted best of the best mattress store in the Fond du Lac area. Stop in and check out our mattress selections. We have all kinds from traditional spring to memory foam. It is our mission to help you get a great night of sleep night after night. Visit us at 806 West Main Street, Waupun, and experience quality, comfort, and service you can trust. Visit our website at www.verhaegsfurniture.com. Verhaeg's Furniture Mart. 50 years strong, quality you trust, and prices you'll love. Verhaeg Furniture.
WDS Construction is a national general contractor with headquarters in Beaver Dam, Wisconsin. But we are so much more. The holiday spirit has taken over the WDS corporate office. Our team has transformed the space into a festive wonderland with themes like Santa's Workshop and Christmas at the Zoo, along with other creative holiday decor throughout. From cheerful decorations to imaginative displays, every corner is filled with seasonal joy. WDS Construction wishes everyone a wonderful holiday season filled with warmth, joy, and plenty of festive fun.
Angling-only guide service with Captain Jeremy Brenner.
Captain Jeremy Brenner here. We are the premier Lake Michigan salmon charter out of Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Each trip is 6 hours and includes fish cleaning. The cost is $400 per trip Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, and only $340 on weekdays for up to 6 people. I personally guarantee you will catch fish. The season runs June through Labor Day. Contact me at anglingonlyfishing@gmail.com to book today and check out my Facebook page, Captain Jeremy Brenner, Sheboygan Salmon.
We've always been a family that thinks about spend, save, give. It was refreshing to find a financial company that echoed that mentality.
With Thrivent, it's more than just about gaining financial confidence. It's about how you can use your resources to create change in your community. It's been a relationship that's created a whole exponential amount of good.
This is Jonathan Leonard, serving the area communities and supporting the local teams. Good luck this season.
God bless.
Call PT Tire and Service in Brandon, the automotive experts. Beat the Wisconsin snowfall. Stay charged this winter. PT Tire and Service, full service, batteries and wipers available on site.
Welcome back here on Jeff's live streams for puck drop for the second period. And we're just about underway. No, we got argument. Stellenwalker didn't have his helmet strapped up. Lucky he didn't get booted off the ice. Draw one by Armani Fisher back to Heath Braun, and we are underway for period 2. Flood back to Braun. Cross ice pass, Armani Fisher brings it in on the right wing side, cuts in the middle of the ice. Poked out of the neutral zone, and Rebeck was in offsides. Good defensive play from Hayden Reeder to knock it off the stick of Armani Fisher. And again, Flood in this Ledgers team's quick ups, getting them up the ice early. Trying to get back on the offensive attack here.
Yeah, that really helps when you have defensemen who can move the puck up like that.
I talk about them calling them defensemen who don't want the puck on their stick. But they do. Like Flood and Wagner want the puck on their stick, but they don't want it on there very long. They want it up in the hands of their skilled players right away. Chipped up. Braun keeps at the line. Trying to chip it out was Pribanow. Fisher, backdoor pass. Rebeck couldn't hold on to it. Hayden Reeder brings it out the other way, past the middle of the ice. Buckholz has it poked off his stick by Heath Braun. Fisher finds Rebeck. Rebeck dumps, changes. Gabe Braun tried to hit Brock Reeder. Brock Reeder fanned on the pass and ends up throwing one cross ice over the stick of Cam Krentz. Flood gets to it. Flood, quick up. Finds Braun. Braun got a man. Drop pass. Armani Fisher walks in, shoots into the chest. Right into the W of the logo. Blake Coker with an easy stop. We call those logo snipes.
Yeah, and that exactly was. That was a prime scoring chance, really. Just shot right into the chest.
But we talk about Blake Coker. A problem we always see with Blake is he doesn't come out and challenge. Well, he was out on the top of his crease there.
Yeah, and he looked a little bit more comfortable here tonight, really, compared to last time these teams matched up. And And he's keeping Waupun in this game right now.
Another big stop right there. That one on Gabe Braun off the face-off. A clean win by Westergaard. Came out to the top and challenged on a one-timer. Draws one back once again, but this time it's chipped out. Can't get all the way out. Braun to Westergaard. Westergaard walks in. Short side shot. Glove save Coker. Blake's looking pretty good.
Yeah, he is definitely for sure. And again, I can't really say anything about Memphis Young. We just haven't been tested at all.
He has not seen a shot yet. Well, here's a puck on net for him. All the way down the ice. He knocks it into the corner. Technically, that's a shot on goal.
Yeah, it was on goal, and it could have went in. Yeah.
And there it is. I talked about it. Let the ice set, referees. Puck sticks behind the net. Jackson Sabel overskates it. Postotnik keeps it the line with a diving stop. It's dumped in deep off the chest of Wagner. Wagner chipped into the middle of the ice. Reeder gets to it. Hayden Reeder tries to go around Gabe Braun. Good steal in his own zone. Chips it up to Westergaard. Westergaard got Braun with speed, cutting in the middle of the ice. He hits him. Poked off his stick by Jacob Kerner. Chip pass. Hayden Reeder will bring it up with speed down the left wing wall. Jackson Sabel tries to chip it around him. Cannot. Reeder cannot beat Sabel to it. He gets it to Wagner. Wagner quick up the wall to Westergaard. Pribenow steals. Dumped into the neutral ice. Dylan Pribenow cross ice pass to Chase Beam. Beam in the middle of the ice. Fires it off the stick of Memphis Young. No ice. Flood chips it up the wall to Westergaard. Westergaard quick cross ice pass into the skates of Braun. He picks it up off the wall. Poked off his stick by Dylan Pribenow. Pribenow throws a cross ice pass into the stick of Hayden Reeder. He brings it in. Reeder shoots. Pat save by Young. First legitimate shot on goal for the Waupun Warriors today. Chipped cross ice for Cam Krentz. Krentz brings it in. Krentz shoots. Pat save by Young. Now the rebound kind of thrown out in the middle, but nobody there. Pierce Weber will bring it in. Gets around. Brock Reeder chips it in deep. Chipped up the wall. I think that was Jacob Hopp for the first time today. Seeing him come out there. Jacob Hopp out there with Jonas Buckholtz and Cam Krentz. Pribenow to Brock Reeder. Up the boards. Chipped into the neutral zone. Cam Krentz chipped it into the neutral zone. And Heath Braun fires it into the bench. I think it hit the backside of Coach Nick Tank. He throws it onto the ice.
It did. I don't know if he was looking away or was just turned away at the moment, but yeah, it did hit him. The Warriors able to get a couple shots on goal now. Nothing challenging really, but throwing some pucks at the net.
Hop out there with Krentz and Flegner. Draw one back to Jackson Sabel. He gets it to Ty Wagner. Chips it quick up the wall to Pierce Weber. Can't get it out, but Brody Highland will. Highland chipped into the neutral ice. Jacob Kerner will bring it in. Kerner chips it. Chips it back in. Goes Krentz. Sabel finds Pierce Weber. Chips in the middle of the ice. Can't find Porter Golly. Dropped the stick. Cam Flagner will bring it up in his own zone. Throws it in the middle of the ice off the stick of Hayden Reeder. Ty Wagner will be the first one to it. Chase Beam will give chase on a forecheck. Board pass. Finds Jackson Sabel. Big hit from Beam. Man open out front. Couldn't get it to him. Jonas Buckholtz still got it. Buckholtz pass. Finds Hayden Reeder. Reeder walks in. Shoots over top of the net. Jacob Kerner gets it. He'll fire a shot. Blocked by Pierce Weber. Good chances here for the Waupun Warriors. Getting something going right now. Sabel knocked down by Kerner. He'll fire it all the way back to Ty Wagner. Wagner up the boards to Pierce Weber. Weber, chip pass, can't find his man Armani Fisher. Dumped in deep by Hayden Reeder. Pribenow to give chase. Jackson Sabel, quick up. Couldn't keep it in, was Dylan Pribenow. Pass, Armani Fisher in a one-on-one against Brock Reeder. Armani Fisher down the outside, shoots. Puck's loose in front. Pad save, Coker still loose. All the way back, Rebeck will get to it. Went through the chest of Coker. We said he's been good early. That one he probably should have been able to hold on to.
Yeah, that was almost a leaker right there.
Got through the armpit, as we like to call it, the 7-hole. Stelmacher gets a pass, but he couldn't hold on to it. Buckholtz is knocked down. Dylan Pribenow gets it chipped back in by Armani Fisher. Brock Reeder throws a home run ball down the ice. Going to be an ice too far for Hayden Reeder. It'll be an icing. Waupun will change their lines. Same with the Ledgers. Ledgers' top line of Westergaard, Braun, and Baker comes out. Postotnik, Krentz, and Flagner come out. Chase Beam and Kerner come out, as they always do against this top line.
Been a pretty even second period so far.
Yeah, I would say, honestly, Waupun has controlled the play to start this second period. Puck chipped up the wall. Westergaard gets it up top to Heath Braun. Knocked down by Krentz. Kept in by Baker. Baker to Westergaard. Braun shoots and scores. 2:37 for Austin Westergaard on the assist. An easy one for Gabe Braun. A wide open net, rips it home and makes it 3-0.
And just like that, just when I said it was even, the Ledgers come and they strike.
3 from 23 and 4. Good keep of the line from Tate Baker. Drops it down to Westergaard. Finds Braun for an easy one. The second of the game for Gabe Braun, his third point. Westergaard will bring it up the right wing wall. He'll drop it. Braun, too strong. Drops it down to Westergaard. Westergaard has it. Backhand pass. Flood fired it wide. Braun keeps it the line. Heath Braun drops it down to Gabe. Back to Heath. Back down to Gabe. Gabe looks in the middle. Drops it down to Westergaard. Gets it back. Pad save by Coker. Tapped over top. Coker with a glove save on Tate Baker. Couple good stats from Blake Coker once again.
Yeah, and he has to, and in order to keep Waupun in this game, again, obviously Springs just made it 3-0, but those are some really nice stops, one with the pad, one with the glove there, and he's tracking the puck well tonight, but the Ledgers just move the puck so well side to side.
Rebeck gets it off the draw, poked off his stick by Kerner. He fired it all the way down. It'll be an ice. I mean, truthfully, honestly, with Blake Coker, with the way he's playing, you hope Waupun, they get a couple more chances. They pop a couple. I mean, obviously, they want to try to get their chances on this line or on that line of the Pierce-Weber. You saw them get the Hayden Reeder line out there immediately when he saw that third line was on the ice. Coach Nick Dake trying to get mismatches going and get them a little bit more offense. It's going to be hard to get offense against that Gabe Braun line. Brody Highland out there now with Armani Fisher and Khalil Rebeck. Jackson Sabo at the point, drops it down to Armani Fisher. Fisher backhand pass in the middle of the ice. Bounds its way to Coker. He patted it away. Kerner couldn't get it out. Fisher throws a pass, tipped away by Chase Beam. Beam tries to chip it around his man, but cannot. Highland gets it down to Armani Fisher. Fisher with the movement to the inside on the backhand. Backhander tapped wide. Hayden Reeder spins away, poked off by Armani Fisher. Fisher backhand pass. In the middle of the ice, Jackson Sabo shoots, blocked in front by Chase Beam. He'll chip it in the neutral zone, go all the way down. They wave it off, no ice. So Wagner will be the first one to it with 10:45 to go in the second period. Rims it all the way around. Brody leaves it. Couldn't get to it. Cribanow chipped it off the boards. Hayden Reeder got a chance and a man on the back door. Can't get it through the skates of Ty Wagner. Pass the front. Buckholz fanned on it. Cribanow shoots. Knocked down with a skate. Buckholz back to Reeder. Poked off his stick. Highland chip pass. It's a 2-on-1 if they hurry. 2-on-1. Rebeck and Fisher. Fisher shoots. Pad save by Coker. And a good rebound control to kick it out where Armani Fisher came from. Hayden Reeder cuts into the middle of the ice. Reeder shoots over top of the net wide. Jacob Hopp on the forecheck. Tips it around. Flegner. He's got it. Throws it up top. Thought about it. Makes a move inside. Flegner makes a move around Westergaard but lost it. Too much from Cam Flegner. You got to get pucks in deep against this Ledgers team. Pass from Braun finds Braun. Gabe Braun brings it up the middle of the ice. Gets through one. Couldn't hold on to it, just lost it. Good stick lift on the defensive end. Flood. Down to Braun. Braun shoots. Tipped in front. Couldn't get through. Jacob Hopp chips it up the wall. Flood. Baker keeps it in. Chepped out. Into the neutral zone. Preston Flood knocks it down with a stick. Flood makes a move around the outside of the right wing. Pass. Finds Westergaard. Got a man on the back door. Gets it over to him. Baker. Shoulder save by Coker. Flood shoots. Wide. Puck comes out front. Cribanow chips it into the neutral zone. Kept in by Flood. Braun to Baker. Baker. Backdoor pass. Westergaard. Net comes off. And that'll be a whistle. Yeah, Blake's going to stay on his knees. He probably needs a breather, Caleb.
Yeah, I'm sure he's tired. Again, he's seen a lot of shots. Puck's been in their zone a lot. And the Warriors kind of dominated the first, part of this period. But after that, they've kind of seceded to the Ledgers.
3-0 lead for the Ledgers. Most recent goal, the goal scored by Gabe Braun on the back door. Jackson Sobel dumps it in deep. Smith, backhand pass, can't find anybody. Sobel keeps it the line, shoots. Wide. Portagala has it. Drops it down deep to LJ Smith. Poked out of there by Jacob Kerner. They'll come the other way. Pass stolen by Stelmacher. Backhand pass from Buckholz. Can't find anybody. Kerner beats him on the forecheck. Loose in front. Walking into it. Beam. One-timer off the top of the glass. Almost over top of the net. Almost came back over top of the net.
It was a bomb just too high.
Tig Wagner cuts in the middle of the ice. Tig looks around. Backdoor pass off a skate and finds its way home. I think we're arguing a kicking motion here.
Yeah, I guess I don't know whose skate that went off.
It went off of Porter Gala's skate, and there was an argument about a kicking motion, but it should be 26 from 19. At the 8:31 mark, the Ledgers take a 4-goal lead. I'll make sure that it's correct, and maybe they say it went off of Waupun Warrior, but I believe it should be 26 from 19. Heath Braun up the right wing. Dumps it in deep. Dylan Pribanow, the first one to it. Gala's goal with the assist to number 19. Tig Wagner. Battle for it along the wall. Braun gets pinned up against the ball by his man. Keeping it into the line. Good keep from Brock Reeder trying to get it in deep. Cannot get it around Rebeck. Rebeck chip pass finds Armani Fisher. 2-on-1 at the hurry. Fisher backhand pass. Backdoor knocked down by Dylan Pribanow. Pribanow chips into the neutral zone. Preston Flood picks it up and will bring it the other way. Lost it. Gets it back. Drops it to Heath Braun. A little too far for Heath. Heath with the boards pass. Finds Flood. Flood. He'll go back to Heath. Heath will come up the right wing wall to Brody Highland. Highland. Cross ice to Flood. Board pass finds Heath Braun. Braun couldn't handle it. Chips it up the wall. Hayden Reeder couldn't steal. Highland tried to make a pass, couldn't get it to his man. Buckholz with a move into the inside. Jonas Buckholz, backdoor pass. Hayden Reeder over top of the net. Reeder makes a move around one man. He gets it back. Reeder shoots. Pad save by Memphis Young. Couple good chances for the Warriors. Just can't seem to find a home for it. Flood chips it to Austin Westergaard. He'll bring it in a 1-on-3. Cuts around one man. Westergaard on the backhand. Taps it wide. Chase Beam with good defense. Gets it up to Jonas Buckholz. Chip pass. Too strong for Reeder. Wagner gets to it first. Throws it cross ice to Jackson Sobel. Sobel throws it back to Gabe Braun with speed. Braun up the right wing. Braun hawks down the right wing. Pass in front. Knocked down by Chase Beam. Gets around Westergaard. Chips into the neutral zone. He's got a man. Camp Legner with a breakaway. Camp Legner on a breakaway. Camp Legner in alone. Shoots and scores. Camp Legner, low blocker, makes it 4-1 at the 6:35 mark of the second period. Waupun needed that. They needed a break like that, and Camp Legner buries it.
They really did, and it's not just the breakaway that they needed. They also needed that goal, like you said. That's going to give them a huge spark here to kind of close out this half of the period.
And they've had their fair share of chances in this period. They've either tapped them wide or just found a pad, found a stick of the opposing team. They haven't found a way to get it past Memphis Young. They've just been kind of sneaking around the outside and finds one to get one to go. Camp Legner on a good home run pass.
For sure. Yeah.
Fisher's got a man back door, looks for him. Stelmacher off the skates of Beam. Waupun trying to get some stuff going here. Stelmacher picks it back up. Jonas Buckholz will get the assist. Flood chips it up to Heath Braun. Armani Fisher goes back to Heath Braun, back to Armani Fisher. Fisher dumps it in deep, and they'll chase. Stelmacher will be the first one to it. Hayden Reeder gets to the puck. Reeder moving to the inside, chips it cross ice to Jacob Hop. Hop dumps it in. Warriors chase. Hayden Reeder's going to be the first one to it. Reeder spins away from Preston Flood. Backhand pass, too strong. Fisher chipped it out of the neutral zone. Pribanow chipped it around one man. Heath Braun trying to beat him to it. Pribanow will get it in deep, though. Preston Flood will be the first one to it. Kind of got his stick caught up in the boards. Pribanow gets to it. Pribanow drops it. Hayden Reeder. Reeder, pass out front, off the stick of Heath Braun. Brock Reeder keeps it the line, shoots. Blocked by Armani Fisher. Goes all the way down to Blake Coker. Got a man in the middle of the ice, doesn't see him. Hayden Reeder had Jonas Buckholz all alone for a breakaway. Preston Flood up the right wing wall, shoots it just wide. Blake looked a little bit off his angle on that one. Westergaard chips it down to Gabe Braun. Braun spins away from Brock Reeder. Backhand pass in the middle of the ice. Can't find Westergaard, but he'll get it back. Austin Westergaard up top. Ty Wagner drops it to Jackson Sobel. He walks in, shoots. Pad save by Coker. Loose in front. I think Coker is on top of it. (4-1) lead, 4:49 to go for the Ledgers. Upon the most recent team with a goal at the 10:25 mark. Westergaard tries to tap it around his man. Kerner gets to it first. Postotnik battles with Braun. Braun gets it to Westergaard. Backhand pass, finds Wagner. Wagner shoots off the blocker, loose in front. Coker couldn't cover. Postotnik picks it up. Postotnik with a pass, finds his man, Jacob Kerner. Kerner will bring it up the right-hand wall, trying to get around Jackson Sobel. He will. Kerner throws one in the middle of the ice, finds nobody. Ty Wagner up the boards, finds Gabe Braun. Braun chips it to Tate Baker off the boards. Postotnik steals. Westergaard will bring it up the right-hand wall. Westergaard, backdoor pass. Couldn't find Gabe Braun. Chipped around his man, but Chase Beam couldn't get it to anybody. Gabe Braun's got it in his zone, the offensive zone, and the net's off. For you party people wondering what we got going on Jeff's live streams, Thursday, I believe we have another doubleheader for CWC. Stockbridge taking on CWC girls basketball. I think it was Deerfield taking on CWC boys basketball.
Yep.
And then Oakfield taking on Horicon in girls basketball?
Yeah, girls. Yep.
And then Friday we'll be here for the both semifinal games, from what I remember, for the Badgerland. Nita Hortonville Menasha won the first game against Oshkosh earlier today, and so did Fond du Lac against Appleton United, 4-0. So there is a chance that we get to see either rivalry matchup could happen, whether it's Waupun or Fond du Lac. Right now, obviously the Ledgers leading this one 4-1. They could try to win against the Cardinals for the first time this year. Obviously, that goes down in the book as a tie, but it's a conference win for the Cardinals, and the Sturgeon Cup goes to them. Stelmacher knocks down a pass. Throws a backhander well wide. Hayden Reeder picks it up in his own zone. Gets pinched off by Armani Fisher. Backhand pass. Reback. One-timer. Pad save by Coker. Trying to get it out was Pribanow, but Reeder chip pass. Buck Holtz couldn't find it. Armani Fisher chips it down. Reback shoots wide. Blocked in front. Derek Pribanow. Pribanow will bring it up the right left wing wall. He'll dump it in through the 5-hole of Preston Flood. Reeder tries to beat his man to it. Him battling with Buck Holtz and Gala. Slap shot from the point, goes wide. Cam Krentz will be the first one to it, though. Krentz dumps it back in deep. Preston Flood chips it off the glass. It'll come out into the neutral zone. Pierce Weber tries to beat somebody to it. He cannot. Chase Beam gets around Porter. Gala will bring it into the zone. Beam will bring it into the right side. Cuts in the middle of the ice. Beam poked off his stick. Flood chips into the neutral zone. Pierce Weber tries to knock it down, but cannot. Brock Reeder will be the first one to it. We'll clap one up the wall. It'll be nice. With 2:31 to go.
Yeah, no matter what, whoever plays the next game, whether it be Springs or Waupun, it's going to be a great game. And like you said, it's going to be another rematch of a rivalry game, which is
Bonnie has won both this year.
Yeah, which is very interesting.
It's been a lot of years.
Yeah. And, I mean, you look at their record, too. They're just above 500.
Actually, they just moved above 500 tonight to 10-9-1.
Right.
Battle for it along the wall ensues. Coming out of it was L.J. Smith. L.J. Smith down the left wing wall, cuts behind the net, gets it up to Pierce Weber, poked off his stick by Postotnik. Beam and L.J. Smith battle for it. L.J. tied up with Beam in the corner. Cam Flegner toe drags it out of there, gets it over to Kerner, but a little too far for him. Gala will try to dump it back in. Over to stick. L.J. Smith will be the first one to it. Throws it in front. Finds his man, Pierce Weber, but he lost it. Cam Krentz is the first guy to it. Krentz tries to chip it around Ty Wagner, but the stick of Ty Wagner knocks it down pretty easily. Ty on the forecheck. Tries to take it away from Cam Flegner. Cannot. Flegner over to Beam. Beam chips it off his man. The dangerous pass from Chase Beam. Baker gets to it first. Pass in front. Finds his man Wagner. Nets off, and the goal probably would not have counted anyways if it did go in, but it's covered by Blake Coker. with 1:35 to go in the second period. Top line for the Ledgers comes back out, as well as the top line for this Waupun Warriors team. Buckholz will take the draw against Westergaard. One back to Gabe Braun. Braun walks in, shoots off the shoulder. Up to Armani Fisher. Over to Gabe Braun, down to Preston Flood. Flood walks down, tipped in front by Westergaard, high and wide. Fisher drops it down to Tate Baker, all the way down to Westergaard. Westergaard rims it up the wall to Preston Flood. Flood, cross-ice pass. Armani Fisher steps into one, and a chest save from Blake Coker. They do this every once in a while. The Ledgers throw 4 forwards out there with Armani Fisher.
Yeah, they're definitely, and that'd be them just trying to get another goal here before the end of the period.
Yeah, Chase Beam coming out there. He's been pretty much shadowing this line the entire night. Armani Fisher dumps it in all the way around. Preston Flood will actually be the first one to it. Pinches in, knocks it back in deep. Gabe Braun will get to it. Braun spins around the outside, spins back. Goes up top, finds Westergaard all the way up to Armani Fisher on the point. Band on it, Tribunal knocked it out. Trying to get around one man, Westergaard with a great play to knock off Jonas Buckholz. Right wing, Braun spins away. Slowed up, pass down to Westergaard. Westergaard spins, backdoor pass, got a man, band on it. Actually, pass was tipped by Blake Coker, had Preston Flood on the back door creeping in. Armani Fisher creeps in, pass goes over him, he shoots it wide. Puck hopped over his stick to start, and he shot it wide. Braun, backdoor pass off the stick. Coming the other way, Hayden Reeder's got a chance if he can get to it in time. Reeder gonna get a chance, got an angle cut down. Backhand pass. Buckholz, one-timer, loose in front. Good glove save. Beam will shoot. He shoots, pad save, still loose. With 5 seconds, he'll chip it the other way. Braun, he's got to realize his time. He's going to have to shoot. He does. Into the glove of Blake Coker. He plays it out, and that'll do it for the second period. A couple late chances for the Warriors to make it a 2-goal game and could not. We head into the third with a 4-1 lead for the Ledgers. We'll be back after these messages with the stats.
This holiday season, not your dashboard. Call PT Tire and Service to get those lights in the right place. Over 20 years in business and ready to service your automotive needs. PT Tire and Service. Brandon, 920-346 Tire.
WDS Construction is a national general contractor with headquarters in Beaver Dam, Wisconsin. But we are so much more. The holiday spirit has taken over the WDS corporate office. Our team has transformed the space into a festive wonderland with themes like Santa's Workshop and Christmas at the Zoo, along with other creative holiday decor throughout. From cheerful decorations to imaginative displays, every corner is filled with seasonal joy. WDS Construction wishes everyone a wonderful holiday season filled with warmth, joy, and plenty of festive fun. Katie's Log Cabin is a great place to stop for lunch or dinner. Grab one of the daily specials or check out the full menu. Katie's Log Cabin specials include Tuesday is pizza, Wednesday is wings, Thursday is a rotating special, Friday and Saturday is fish fry, Saturday is also prime rib, and Sunday is a broasted chicken dinner. Not in the mood for a special? Katie's has you covered with full menu options, appetizers, salads, wraps, pizzas, and sandwiches. Katie's Log Cabin Restaurant in Oakfield. Life is better at the cabin.
King Manufacturing. Since 1926, we have been known for our first-class buildings and canopies. In fact, there are thousands of them in use across America and in the Caribbean. We have also produced and developed many other steel products for use in retail, commercial, and industrial applications, such as building fascia, loading racks, wall panel systems, and much more. Our design record attests to our dedication to quality and customer satisfaction. King Manufacturing, from design to completion.
For 50 years and counting, Verhaeg's Furniture has been proudly serving Waupun the best furniture and mattresses at prices you can afford. And we're honored to be voted best of the best mattress store in the Fond du Lac area. Stop in and check out our mattress selections. We have all kinds from traditional spring to memory foam. It is our mission to help you get a great night of sleep night after night. Visit us at 806 West Main Street, Waupun, and experience quality, comfort, and service you can trust. Visit our website at www.verhaegsfurniture.com. Verhaeg's Furniture Mart. 50 years strong, quality you trust, and prices you'll love. Verhaeg Furniture.
Sam's Well Drilling is a family-owned business with over 75 years in the water well drilling industry. we can help you with all of your well drilling needs. Our crews are experienced at finding the proper location, setting up the rigs and equipment in all types of circumstances, and drilling to the appropriate depth so that you have fresh, clean water. SAMS also drills wells for commercial and municipal projects. No project is too large or small for SAMS well drilling. We at SAMS are thankful to be involved in supplying the well water needs of people all over Wisconsin. SAMS well drilling, well worth it.
When my husband passed, I needed direction on my finances. I felt like I was starting from a blank slate. Thrivent came into my life at a time that I really needed it. Thrivent helped me feel confident and create opportunities to be more giving. I think my husband would be very proud, but I'm proud of myself because I've educated myself and I kind of learned that maybe I could have been doing this all along.
Jonathan Leonard, Thrivent Financial here in Waupun, serving the local communities. Thanks. God bless.
Welcome to Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse. Here at Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse, we are proud to provide South Central Wisconsin with the most beautiful flowers and freshest fruits and vegetables. In the fall, we have many varieties of squash and pumpkins, to just name a few. We are also proud to offer one-of-a-kind gifts like hanging baskets, iron hangers, decorative planters, and concrete statuary. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook for more info and pictures. So come on out to Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse, located on Highway A between Fox Lake and Randolph, and you'll be glad you did.
Hello, this is Jeff Sauer with Jeff's Livestream. We hope you're enjoying our broadcast. Our purpose, first and foremost, is to bring glory to God. Second is to draw attention to the student athletes, promote the great things they and their schools are doing, and promote the businesses and the people running them within our communities. Our mission is to create memories for student athletes, families, teams, and communities, as well as allowing for viewers to see their athletes or teams perform regardless of where the viewer is located. If you'd like to join us as a sponsor to help us fulfill our purpose and mission, feel free to give me a call at 920-345-2066 or email me at livestreamjeff@gmail.com. I'd love to talk to you.
Generations Lanes of El Dorado. Join one of our adult or kids leagues or bowl in our monthly Friday night tournament. Or get a group together for a family or corporate bowling function. We are more than just bowling. A great spot to bring your family for a meal. Awesome homemade pizzas and soups, as well as appetizers, wraps, and sandwiches. Daily food specials. Fish Fry Friday. Open daily at 11 with the kitchen open late. Ask about us catering your next function. We are home to Laconia Bowling and proud supporter of the Laconia Spartans and all student athletes.
For 50 years and counting, Verhaeg's Furniture has been proudly serving Waupun the best furniture and mattresses at prices you can afford. And we're honored to be voted best of the best mattress store in the Fond du Lac area. Stop in and check out our mattress selections. We have all kinds from traditional spring to memory foam. It is our mission to help you get a great night of sleep night after night. Visit us at 806 West Main Street, Waupun, and experience quality, comfort, and service you can trust. Visit our website at www.verhaegsfurniture.com. Verhaeg's Furniture Mart. 50 years strong, quality you trust, and prices you'll love. Verhaeg Furniture.
Katie's Log Cabin is a great place to stop for lunch or dinner. Grab one of the daily specials or check out the full menu. Katie's Log Cabin specials include Tuesday is pizza, Wednesday is wings, Thursday is a rotating special, Friday and Saturday is fish fry, Saturday is also prime rib, and Sunday is a broasted chicken dinner. Not in the mood for a special? Katie's has you covered with full menu options, appetizers, salads, wraps, pizzas, and sandwiches. Katie's Log Cabin Restaurant in Oakfield. Life is better at the cabin.
Welcome back here on the intermission for Jeff's live stream between the second and third period. Caleb, a 4-1 lead for the Ledgers, stays for the period. Memphis Young went 7 of 8, and 14 of 16 goes Blake Coker. He's now got 27 shots and made 23 saves today. Caleb, he's been very good in net today.
Yeah, he really has, and he's been on top of his game, and he's needed to be tonight.
Scoring for that period goes as follows. 4:54 into the period. A backdoor tap-in for Gabe Braun and a great pass from Austin Westergaard, and the other assist goes to Tate Baker. Then at the 8:31 mark, Porter Gala gets one that was fired off his feet by Ty Wagner on a backdoor pass attempt for Portagala. Hit him in the skates and found its way home. Then at 10:25, a breakaway goal by Camp Legner ripped it low blocker on a home run pass from Jonas Buchholz to make it 4-1 and stop the run right there. A couple chances towards the end of the periods for the Warriors to make it a 2-goal game going into the third. Memphis Young said no. Caleb, I mean, the Warriors, to that period for them, I thought was a much better period, obviously, than the first period.
That was, yeah, in terms of overall compete as well, that was one of the better periods that they've had against this Springs team. I mean, obviously last time these teams played, it was kind of a blowout win for the Ledgers in the Waupun Recreational Arena, but Waupun never really had a period where I was like, oh, wow, they're dominant until tonight here, like that last period that we just saw. It wasn't a super dominant period, but there were times where you're like, man, this Warriors team is really out there competing tonight, and you can tell that they're excited to be in the Badgerland tournament and have another opportunity at taking on this Ledgers squad.
Yeah, and I mean, obviously we talk about the fact that it was a rough loss for an 11-2 loss, and it was a tough little losing streak that Waupun had there. But, I mean, right now, the way I'm looking at it, this team is a team that they're impressing me tonight. Obviously, they're losing 4-1, and I say that. And we know what caliber of team this Ledgers team is. There's a reason that they're number 4 in Division I. They play great teams. They had a tough loss in the beginning of the year to Neenah, and then they rattled off 14 wins in a row before that shootout loss to Fond du Lac. Then they lost to the number 1 team in Division II in Tomahawk, who's been kind of running through everybody in Division II. So to me, this Waupun team is really showing something to me tonight.
Yeah, they're showing, that they can compete, obviously, and like you heard Coach Tang talk about in the pregame interview, Waupun's the only D2 team technically in the conference, in this Badgerland Conference. Obviously, the Ledgers would be, but they won quite a few state championships, so they got bumped up to Division I. Yeah,
and I mean, for the Ledgers, it's the same old, same old. The goal scoring's going the way it is. The shots are there. You're out shooting your opponent 2-1 in the period. You're out shooting them 3-1 in the game. Buck just hasn't gone past a very good goaltender tonight. I mean, Blake Coker's played very well. He's made some quality stops. There's not much you can really do when the pucks aren't going in. Yes, the frustration sets in. That stuff kind of happens. But this is a good test for them. They're going to have to play a good goaltender on Friday night if things end up the way they are right now. They're going to have to play Spencer Schober again, who's made 55 stops against them the first time they played.
Yeah, for sure, and that's why I think tonight even, try to find that scoring rhythm. They've got obviously 4 in here tonight, but you just cannot let the frustration get to you no matter what. And wins are going to come when they come, but you just got to keep playing your game.
2:04 to go on the clock. We will step aside, run a couple ads. We'll come back with puck drop for the third period with the Warriors. Maybe a chance to come back here, pop an early one, and get themselves back into this game and make it a 2-goal game, or will the Ledgers hold on and move on to the semifinals like they're supposed to do? We'll be back after these messages on Jeff's live stream.
King Manufacturing. Since 1926, we have been known for our first-class buildings and canopies. Did you know we do all kinds of metalwork? We offer a variety of decor available for purchase from other businesses. Designs range from holiday decor to sports to hobbies. Finished items can be wall hangings, outdoor garden decor, coffee tables, and so much more. If you're looking for address plaques, property signage, or awards plaques, King can make them. These are highly customized and durable products with your own street number, name, or event. A variety of fonts are available, and we can add our automotive-grade paint in a custom color, suitable for indoor or outdoor uses. Pricing varies. Call Joe Barnes at King Manufacturing. From design to completion.
Sam's Well Drilling is a family-owned business with over 75 years in the water well drilling industry. We can help you with all of your well drilling needs. Our crews are experienced at finding the proper location, setting up the rigs and equipment in all types of circumstances, and drilling to the appropriate depth so that you have fresh, clean water. Sam's also drills wells for commercial and municipal projects. No project is too large or small for Sam's Well Drilling. We at Sam's are thankful to be involved in supplying the well water needs of people all over Wisconsin. Sam's Well Drilling, well worth it. Katie's Log Cabin is a great place to stop for lunch or dinner. Grab one of the daily specials or check out the full menu. Katie's Log Cabin specials include Tuesday is pizza, Wednesday is wings, Thursday is a rotating special, Friday and Saturday is fish fry, Saturday is also prime rib, and Sunday is a broasted chicken dinner. Not in the mood for a special? Katie's has you covered with full menu options, appetizers, salads, wraps, pizzas, and sandwiches. Katie's Log Cabin Restaurant in Oakfield. Life is better at the cabin.
After surviving breast cancer, I felt this calling to help other women heal. I thought, why not build a respite house? I wasn't sure it was going to work financially speaking for my family, but with the guidance of Thrivent, I really felt like we were going to figure it out. Taking the leap to start my nonprofit has been the most rewarding thing I've done in my life.
Jonathan Leonard, Thrivent Financial here in Waupun, serving the local communities.
God bless.
Angling-only guide service with Captain Jeremy Brenner.
Captain Jeremy Brenner here. We are the premier Lake Michigan salmon charter out of Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Each trip is 6 hours and includes fish cleaning. The cost is $400 per trip Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, and only $340 on weekdays for up to 6 people. I personally guarantee you will catch fish. The season runs June through Labor Day. Contact me at anglingonlyfishing@gmail.com to book today and check out my Facebook page, Captain Jeremy Brenner, Sheboygan Salmon.
Sam's Well Drilling is a family-owned business with over 75 years in the water well drilling industry. We can help you with all of your well drilling needs. Our crews are experienced at finding the proper location, setting up the rigs and equipment in all types of circumstances, and drilling to the appropriate depth so that you have fresh, clean water. Sam's also drills wells for commercial and municipal projects. No project is too large or small for Sam's Well Drilling. We at Sam's are thankful to be involved in supplying the well water needs of people all over Wisconsin. Sam's Well Drilling, well worth it.
Call PT Tire and Service in Brandon. The automotive experts. Beat the Wisconsin snowfall. Stay charged this winter. PT Tire and Service, full service, batteries and wipers available on site. Call 920-346-TIRE. Put Christmas lights on your tree this holiday season, not your dashboard. Call PT Tire and Service to get those lights in the right place. Over 20 years in business and ready to service your automotive needs. PT Tire and Service, Brandon, 929292.
Welcome back for the third period. Draw one forward. Picked up by Preston Flood. Gave to Heath Braun. Rebeck will dub it in deep, and they'll go to work. Fisher gets to it first. Throws a backdoor pass. Too strong for Stellmacher. Rebeck keeps at the line. Dumps it in deep. They reload and chase. Brock Reeder behind his own net. Throws a pass too far for Derek Pribenow, but Pribenow chips it up the wall. Preston Flood gets to it. Throws it back up the wall. Jonas Buckholtz will steal it. Going to bring it in off sides. He doesn't realize it. Touches it, and it's off sides.
Yeah, we've had whistles all 3 periods early on within the first, obviously 30 seconds.
Pretty much right away. We had an icing in the first 8 seconds of the first period. I think we had a stoppage. Waupun or Memphis Young made a save early in the second period, and now we're here. Another early stoppage, this time for offsides. Sobel throws a forward pass for Westergaard. He gets it in deep. Working on Cam Flegner. Flegner kicks it up the wall. Can't get it around Tate Baker. Westergaard gets it back. Kerner pokes it off him. Kerner chips it up the wall. Baker knocks it down. Battle for Baker, Flegner, Westergaard, and Kerner. Kerner rims it all the way around. Wagner keeps it at the line. Rim back around. Cam Krentz will get to it. Krentz throws it in the middle of the ice off the stick of Cam Flegner. Braun will bring it the other way. Okay, Braun spins away from one man. Throws a pass at the wall to Westergaard. Westergaard makes a move around one guy. Cuts around all the way to the outside. 2-on-1 now. Westergaard. Backdoor pass. Braun one-timer. Hat-trick goal for Gabe Braun. An easy one for Gabe Braun. Once again, he's got 3.
Yeah, just wide open. Again, the puck movement is fun to watch here, and not much Coker can even do there.
So 1:16 into the period. Gabe Braun will get that one from Westergaard. It should just be those two connecting on that one. Now the third assist of the game for Gabe Braun, or for Westergaard, and third goal of the game for Gabe Braun. Flood goes up the wall. Highland chips it in. A 3-on-1. Brody Highland on the right wing. Brody Highland shoots, blocked off his stick. Good back check from Pribenow. LJ Smith has got it, gives it to Brody Highland. He backhands it up top to Heath Braun, rims it down to LJ Smith off his stick. Finds Brody Highland off the pads of Coker. Throws it out front, off a skate, goes wide. Pribenow spins away from Gala gives it over to Kerner. Cross-ice pass into the glove of Hayden Reeder. He knocks it down and gives it to himself. Chips it in deep. Will chase. Flood will be the first person to it. Board pass to Heath Braun. Throws a board pass to Gala. Gala chips but can't get it out. Krentz kept. Heath Braun will chip it to himself. He'll chase. Beam will be the first person to it. Backhander, he fanned on it. Pinned up by Heath Braun. Kicks it to himself. Spins away from Rebeck. Comes back the other way. Tries to spin away from Rebeck again, but good board check from Rebeck. Krentz will bring it out. Throws it up the wall. Actually, that was Kerner to Krentz. Stellmacher over to Jackson Sobel. Sobel chip pass. Knocks his man down. Chase Beam. Chase Beam's got it. Throws a cross-ice pass for Krentz. Dumps it in deep. Jackson Sobel will be the first person to it. Throws it up the wall to Stellmacher. Breakout pass. Too far for Armani Fisher in the middle of the ice. No ice. Pribanow beats it to the line. Pribanow, quick pass, cross ice, finds Hayden Reeder. Got numbers the other way. Reeder down the outside. Pass, fanned on it. Spins away from Wagner. Tries to spin back into Wagner. Cannot. Fisher tries to chip it around his man. Wagner tries to chip it out. He does. Postotnik holds at the line. He'll try to get it in deep, but Wagner will get it back from Armani Fisher. Armani Fisher gives it over to Jackson Sobel. Sobel. Chip pass. Fisher tries to split the D. Cuts around the outside. Loses it off his stick. Good play from Dylan Pribanow. Pass to Braun. Back to Fisher. Too strong. A 1-on-2 the other way with Hayden Reeder. Reeder. Band on the shot. Get it back. Seems to be losing a lot of pucks is Hayden Reeder right now. Flood. Pins him up against the wall. Steals it away from the oncoming Pribanow. Puck goes up the wall. Gabe Braun. Now he has a 2-on-1. Chance if he can get around Brock Reeder. He does. Chips it around him. Brings it inside. Braun. Backhander. Stopped by Coker. What a stop from Blake Coker with the chest.
For sure, and that's the second time he's really stopped him on a wide open breakaway. I mean, just think of how many goals Braun could have tonight. I mean, he's got 3 already, but he's, again, had at least 2 other breakaway chances.
Westergaard will take the draw. Lost it to Cam Plagner. Cam Plagner's been very good on the faceoffs. The official got a little bit of a stick there from Westergaard. Chip pass. Beam comes in. Lets one rip into the glove of Memphis Young. Not a ton of stops for Memphis Young tonight, but makes a good one there.
Yeah, he's been able to stay in the game and stay focused and stay loose out there as well. Obviously, it's a nice stop for him. It's not super tough, but, you know, you got to make those, and that's what he did.
Plegler will take the draw against Baker. Draw one forward by Baker. Chipped out, 2-on-1 the other way. Braun and Westergaard. Braun down the right wing. Pass. Westergaard off his skates. Get comes off. They'll blow the whistle or not. Maybe not. That's way off. They still haven't blown the whistle. Now they have. About time.
Yeah, that was off for a good bit there.
And I really don't know what he was looking at.
Yeah, I think he was looking at the net. Yeah, I don't know. Either way, you got to figure it out eventually.
Without having these, I mean, in high school, they don't have the drill-in posts or the drill-in pegs. It does not help.
Yeah, definitely.
Sobel gets it off the draw. Stolen by Jonas Buchholz. Tries to chip it. Cannot, too far, but goes off the stick of Memphis Young. Reeder's got it back. Goes up the wall. Reeder. Drop pass to Dylan Pribanow. Pribanow looks back door. Blocked in front by Wagner. Comes all the way to the neutral zone. Brock Reeder's got it. Pass for Buchholz. Cannot find him. Wagner steals and will bring it the other way with speed. Wagner goes around Brock Reeder. Comes all the way around to the outside. Spins and drops it back up the wall to Brody Highland. Highland with the pass cross ice. Finds Pierce Weber. Weber throws one at the net. Cannot find anybody. Reeder tries to beat Pierce Weber to it, but cannot. Gets it to Brody Highland. Highland cross ice pass to Jackson Sobel. Sobel poked off his stick from Krentz. Puck goes all the way back to Dylan Pribanow. Pribanow over to Brock Reeder. Reeder throws it up the wall, too far for everybody, but Highland pinched, so it's no ice. Blood. Brings it up the wall. Hold it, Brody Highland chips back up the wall. Finds Armani Fisher. Stolen by Cam Plegner. He'll bring it in with speed. Plegner. Toe drag move. Chip pass. Postotnik on the backhand. Tapped it home. Colton Postotnik makes it 5-2. What a play from Camden Flagner.
Yeah, great job by him, even facilitating and making the pass to Postotnik, and then Postotnik having the skill to get Memphis moving side to side and burying there.
Waupun with a couple nice goals makes it 5-2. Nice move from Cam Flegner. He's got 2 points tonight. Goal and an assist. Draw one back by Armani Fisher. Chips it over to his man. That is number 5 I got out there, B.J. Boca. .11:36, that's not correct. It's the 5:24 mark. Good move from Heath Braun, tapped wide. Back to a 3-goal game. Cross-ice pass stolen by Cam Krentz from Preston Flood. Chipped out. Flood knocks it back down and bringing it in all by himself. Dumps it in deep. We'll have Armani Fisher give chase on Chase Beam. Pass goes off the wall, finds its way back out front. Too strong for Reeder. Ty Wagner will pick it up in the neutral zone. Throws it over to Jackson Sobel. Chip pass in the middle of the ice. Knocked down by Jonas Buckholz. Wagner gets to it. Chips it around one man. Does Derek Pribanow. Can't get to it. He'll dump it in deep. Pribanow beats Westergaard to it. Spins away from one man. Goes back up the wall all the way up to Brock Reeder. He rims it down deep. Knocked down by Buckholz. He can't hold on to it. Sobel chips into the middle of the ice. Pribanow gets to it. And he'll dump it in deep. Waupun will give chase. Wagner will pick it up. Wagner cuts around the outside of the net, chips it to himself, but too strong. Brock Reeder will get it. Fans on it. Wagner can't pick it up. He does with his skates. He drops it to Tate Baker. Baker. Pass into the skates of Hayden Reeder. Dumped back in by Ty Wagner as Reeder lost his footing. Puck goes down to Dylan Pribanow. Pribanow. Up the boards. Heath Braun will steal it and dump it back in. Brock Reeder's got it, makes a move around one man. Throws it up the wall, stolen by Gabe Braun. Braun cuts into the middle of the ice, drops it down to Westergaard. Westergaard looks around, chips it over top of the net. Net came off once again. Don't think it would have mattered anyways. Westergaard was trying to go for the short side and put it into the netting.
Yeah, he tried to beat Coker on the short side. Sent it out of play.
9:37 to go. I know that now the official probably giving Blake a warning about kicking the net off. Flegner will take the draw. But a good game from Cam Flegner so far today. One back to Stelmacher. Drop back in deep to Armani Fisher. Pass in front. Rebeck couldn't get a hold of it. Preston Flood spins away from one man. Backhander thrown wide. Armani Fisher's the first one to it. Throws it out front. Rebeck will get to it. Rebeck to Flood. Flood shoots over top of the net. Heath Braun will dump it back in deep. Kerner will get to it. Kerner throws a cross-ice pass too far for Postotnik. Flood will get to it. In his own zone, Flood throws it up the middle off the stick of Postotnik. Beam steals, makes a move, but it goes back to Flood. Flood cross-ice pass to Heath Braun. Braun in the middle of the ice finds Fisher. Fisher tries to split the D, poked off his stick by Chase Beam. Good job from Chase to keep him to the outside. Pass off the back of the net. Finds Rebeck. Kerner stolen in the middle of the ice. Trying to chip it out is Parker Zickert, but Armani Fisher gets it back. Fisher hammers Parker Zickert to the ice. Jonas Buckholz, he's got Hayden Reeder if he can get it to him. Chips it all the way up. Knocked down by Stelmacher. Stelmacher drops it to Jonas Buckholz. Buckholz moving in the middle of the ice. Poked off his stick by Ty Wagner. Hayden Reeder keeps it in the zone, dumps it in deep. Flood and Wagner argue over is going to get there. Stelmacher will with Pribanow. Battle for it in the corner ensues with Flood, Stelmacher, and Pribanow. Buckholz fires in the middle of the ice. Stolen by Ty Wagner. He's got one man, got himself going the other way in a 1-on-5. Makes a move around one man, cuts around to the outside. Wagner backhander in the middle of the ice, nobody home. Hayden Reeder, hounded by Flood or Wagner on the back check. Gets around L.J. Smith, but can't get around Ty Wagner. Reeder, pass off the skates of Pribanow. Chip back in deep. Sobel will be the first one to it. Spins away from one man, goes up the boards. Too strong for Brody Highland, but it'll come into the neutral zone. Nope, good keep from Dylan Pribanow. Wagner brings it up the wall, backhand pass. Chipped out by Brody Highland. Camden Flegner knocks it down. Porter Gala gets to it first. Gala chips into the middle of the ice. Had L.J. Smith, but patted away by Coker. Gala pass out front. Jackson Sobel's got it. Shoots into the chest of Blake Coker. Way out the challenge.
Yeah, again, that was another prime scoring chance by the Ledgers. He had all day to shoot that one. Coker taking advantage of that and coming way out, challenging and cutting down a lot of the net and swallowing that one into his chest.
7:24 to go. 5-2 lead for the Ledgers. Top line comes back out for both teams. Westergaard wins it cleanly back to Braun. Shot. Westergaard gets it back, tips it off of Baker. Baker taps it home. Tate Baker makes it 6-2. A tap in on the back door for Tate Baker.
Got the bounce that they needed there, the Ledgers did, and sending it home was Baker.
Baker ends up getting the drop back, but Buchholz fires it in deep. Back to a 4-goal lead for the Ledgers. Braun. Heath Braun turns it over to Jonas Buchholz. Drops it down. Stolen by Heath Braun. He fanned on it once again. Rims it up the wall to Gabe. Gabe looks for his man. Can't find anybody. Throws a backhanded pass to Westergaard in the middle of the ice. 2-on-2. Westergaard shoots. Blocked away by Jacob Kerner. Baker drops it to Westergaard. Westergaard. Backdoor pass. Couldn't find Braun. Just missed his stick. Dumped in deep by Flood. Buchholz steals. Braun keeps it in. Chips it in deep. Kerner will be the first one to it. Kerner chips it all the way up. Good pass from Reeder. Finds Buchholz. He can't get around Heath Braun. Okay, Braun. Actually, wondering what we got here. Offsides. That can't be offsides. Referee's not paying attention. The Ledgers brought it back into their zone. Caleb, we're referees. We know that.
Yeah. Huh. Interesting.
Chip back by Wagner to Heath Braun. Gabe Braun, board pass, finds Westergaard 2-on-1 with Armani Fisher. Westergaard throws a pass. Good play from Dylan Pribenow to lay down and knock the pass away. Pribenow gets it back, chips it up to Krentz, 3-on-2 if they hurry. Krentz drops it for Hayden Reeder. Reeder shoots it into the skates of Ty Wagner, goes well wide. Chipped up to Westergaard, going the other way. Back and forth, hockey we go on rushes. Westergaard makes a backhand move, poked off his stick, good back check from Hayden Reeder. Fisher knocks the Westergaard or Reeder off the puck. Pass goes up top. Sobel shoots over top of the net. Fisher gets it back. Pass in front. Into the skates of Jackson Sobel. Coming the other way. They got a chance if they hurry. Wagner working on Reeder. Reeder shoots it, and Wagner gets his stick on it, and it goes well out of play at the 5:21 mark.
Start to let us know who should be player of the game, who we should interview after. Kind of have an idea, but always we'll take the fans' input.
Buchholz will take the draw. Out there with Pribenow and Parker Zickert. Rebeck tried to poke it around Beam. Cannot. Zickert lost it. Goes to Memphis Young, but Flood picks it off right before it gets to him. Fisher. Quick chip pass. Can't get it through Chase Beam. He dumps it in off the referee. Heath Braun gets it to Armani Fisher. Backhand sauce. Cross ice. Will Stelmacher trying to get around Kerner. Kerner, a very smooth skating defenseman, cuts him right off. Kerner chips it up the boards. Can't get it all the way out. Parker Zickert chips in the middle of the ice. Preston Flood steals. Flood spins away from Jonas Buchholz. Backhand pass. Switches to his forehand to Heath Braun. Comes down the left wing. Heath shoots into the chest. Heath looks around. Has it back. Spins away from Jacob Kerner, but lost it. Rebeck tries to get to it. Heath Braun will get it back. Tries to dump it back in deep. Cannot. Goes up the wall to Preston Flood on the backhand. Goes all the way back down deep. Camden Flegler chips it up the wall. Heath Braun keeps it under the line. Dumps it back in deep. Armani Fisher will be the first one to it. Fisher. Pass. Finds his man. One-timer fired wide by Pierce Weber. Chipped all the way down. It'll be an icing with 4:10 to go.
Yeah, so the way, again, this one's looking, it's going to be Spring is most likely winning this one, and they're going to advance to take on the Fond du Lac Cardinals, a rematch of the Sturgeon Cup game that we had just had.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if I can get an update from the Homestead game, Homestead Fox Cities, but I have not seen anything anywhere. Still no final in on that game. Puck fired wide of Cam Krentz. It'll be an ice once again. .3:59 to go. Ledgers lead this one 6-2. Much different score than the 11-2 score we had last Tuesday.
Yeah, definitely.
Draw one back. Weber dumps it in deep. Brock Reeder gets to it. Can't get around. Porter Gala. Brody Highland up top. Stolen by Cam Krentz. Krentz goes around Weber. Coming the other way. Cam Flegner makes a move into the middle of the ice. Brody Highland steals and comes the other way. Highland down the left wing. Pass in the middle of the ice, too far for Porter Gala. Cam Flegner gets to it. Flegner makes a move around one man, throws it back to his defenseman. Finds Pribanow. Pribanow dumps it in deep. 3 minutes and 20 seconds to go. Ty Wagner winds it up. Wagner cuts into the middle of the ice. 2-on-3 the other way. Wagner cuts down the right wing. Drop pass finds B.J. Boca off the bench. Boca chips it around one man. Wagner keeps at the line. He's knocked down. No call. There has not been a penalty in this game. Knock on wood. Haven't seen that a lot.
Yeah.
Reeder shoots it wide to Memphis Young. It's blocked in front. Pribanow gets bumped by his man. Tate Baker will bring it the other way. Baker comes down the right wing wall, goes around Chase Beam, poked off his stick. Pribanow knocked down by his man. Thrown in the middle of the ice. Beam finds Reeder. Reeder brings it up the right wing. Reeder goes around one man, cuts around the outside, makes a move in the middle of the ice. Poked off his stick by Preston Flood. Flood gets it back. Archer Weber out there now with Jude Ford and B.J. Boca. Flood will bring it in on the left wing. Flood makes a move around one man, cuts on the backhand, pass saved by Coker. Jude Ford chips it in deep, but can't get it around. Jonas Buchholz will bring it out on a one-on-one. Buchholz cuts around the outside, has it easily poked off his stick by Tate Baker. Buchholz went after Tate Baker and looks to be shaken up after he tried to hit him. Flood dumps it back in deep to Gabe Braun. 1:55 to go in the game. Braun makes a move around one man, brings it the other way, tries to get around Postotnik. Chip pass to nobody. Brock Reeder's got it, throws it back up the middle of the ice. Fisher tried to knock it down, but cannot. Jude Ford will get to it first for the Ledgers. Chips it into the glass. Cross ice pass finds Hayden Reeder. Reeder goes around one man, he'll bring it in. Reeder cuts in, shoots, pad save, rebound in front. Reeder can't get to it in time. Jude Ford chips it up the wall, finds Westergaard. Westergaard pass to Armani Fisher, a little bit slow. And a pass too strong for Gabe Braun. Just about 1 minute to go. Pribanow spins away from Gabe Braun. Chipped it around Westergaard. He'll go and try to chase it and beat him. Braun to it. He does. Reeder up the wall. Westergaard gets it back. He'll cut the line. Westergaard shoots in front. Chest save from Blake Coker. 6-2, 58 seconds to go.
Yeah, and like you said, this has just been a much different game than the last time these two teams saw each other. And you can just see kind of what the Badgerland tournament means to both of these teams.
Draw one by Stellmacher, but taken by Jacob Kerner. Board pass too far for Beam, but he'll end up getting there first. Gets around one man, makes a move around another. Chase Beam comes the other way. Beam comes around the outside, looks for a man, shoots short side, scores! What a shot from Chase Beam. Ripped it over the shoulder of Memphis Young to make it 6-3.
Yeah, Young leaning a little bit off there, and Beam just takes his shot and beats him short side.
So with 43 seconds to go at the 16-17 mark, Chase Beam will score. If there is an assist, it goes to Jacob Kerner. But that should be it.
Yeah, and this makes it even more interesting of a final score if this is how it ends.
Again, Waupun, a very different game that they played comparatively to last Tuesday. Yep, Beam from Kerner is what it goes with. Reeder will bring it up the left wing wall with 20 seconds to go. Reeder around Jude Ford. Can't get around the next man. Pass in the middle of the ice. Finds Parker Zickert. Zickert gets high stuck. Can't get a no call. 14 seconds to go. Pribanow will bring it in. Non-sides. Chips in the middle of the ice, and that should probably do it. Jude Ford throws it up the wall. Finds his man, B.J. Boca. Boca throws it up. Gala loses it, and that'll do it. A 6-3 win for the Ledgers on the night that Austin Westergaard becomes the leading point scorer for the St. Mary Springs Ledgers hockey program. We're going to step aside. We'll be back with some stats and interviews after these messages on Jeff's live streams.
Zoo, along with other creative holiday decor throughout. From cheerful decorations to imaginative displays, every corner is filled with seasonal joy. WDS Construction wishes everyone a wonderful holiday season filled with warmth, joy, and plenty of festive fun. Katie's Log Cabin is a great place to stop for lunch or dinner. Grab one of the daily specials or check out the full menu. Katie's Log Cabin specials include Tuesday is pizza, Wednesday is wings, Thursday is a rotating special, Friday and Saturday is fish fry, Saturday is also prime rib, and Sunday is a broasted chicken dinner. Not in the mood for a special? Katie's has you covered with full menu options, appetizers, salads, wraps, pizzas, and sandwiches. Katie's Log Cabin Restaurant in Oakfield. Life is better at the cabin.
King Manufacturing. Since 1926, we have been known for our first-class buildings and canopies. In fact, there are thousands of them in use across America and in the Caribbean. We have also produced and developed many other steel products for use in retail, commercial, and industrial applications, such as building fascia, loading racks, wall panel systems, and much more. Our design record attests to our dedication to quality and customer satisfaction. King Manufacturing, from design to completion.
For 50 years and counting, Verhaeg's Furniture has been proudly serving Waupun the best furniture and mattresses at prices you can afford. And we're honored to be voted best of the best mattress store in the Fond du Lac area. Stop in and check out our mattress selections. We have all kinds from traditional spring to memory foam. It is our mission to help you get a great night of sleep night after night. Visit us at 806 West Main Street, Waupun, and experience quality, comfort, and service you can trust. Visit our website at www.verhaegsfurniture.com. Verhaeg's Furniture Mart. 50 years strong, quality you trust, and prices you'll love.
Welcome back here on Jeff's live streams. Austin, just want to talk about what it means to you to become the all-time leading scorer for this program.
It means a lot. Obviously, I've been working for this for 4 years, and I can't thank my teammates enough, like Gabe Ron, who I've been on a line with my whole career.
Yeah, another great win for you guys tonight. Obviously not the same outcome as Tuesday, but I thought this Waupun team came out and played a lot better tonight than they did on Tuesday against you guys.
Yeah.
Overall, no penalties today. I haven't seen a game where there hasn't been any penalties called by the referees. Seemed like a really clean game and just even physical across the board, though.
Yeah.
That's all you got for me is, yeah? You got nothing more?
You're not asking me questions. You're just telling me stuff. I don't know.
There was a question about the physicality.
Oh, no, the physicality was there. We always like to match our physicality, even bring it more sometimes. We talk about getting in the lanes and, obviously slowing the player down no matter what. You got to get in that lane and slow him down.
Now, here's my big question. You get a rematch on Friday against Fondy. What does that mean to you guys and to you as a senior?
It means a lot. We obviously have something to prove. The first time was not what we were about. Spencer had a hell of a game, a really good game, and we just couldn't score. But Friday's going to be different.
Congratulations. We'll see you on Friday. Kevin, we'll just do you. We'll get you done. I wanted to talk to 3, but he didn't come. He just walked away, so he was fine. All right, Kevin, a 6-3 win, obviously lower scoring than the last time you played these guys, but I thought Waupun came out and was very much more competitive this time than the first time you guys played them.
Yeah, they played a lot harder, right? They were more disciplined with their building a wall up in front of the net, and I don't know, I thought a lot of that was on us. A lot of loops, sloppy.
Talk about a guy like Austin Westergaard becoming the all-time leading point scorer for this program. Obviously, this program had some fantastic players previously owned by Brady Welsh, but Westergaard taking that over today. What does he mean to you and this team?
Yeah, well, that's a special accomplishment, right? There's a lot of good hockey players that are going through here, a lot of good coaches, a lot of history. The biggest thing is I mean, most of them are assists, right? He moves the puck. So when you do that, your teammates will play hard for you. That's what a leader should do, is look to make plays first, and that's what he does.
And then we got a rematch coming Friday. Obviously, you're going to take on Fond du Lac, and that is, I know you talked about it previously, that wasn't your guys' best game that you guys had played throughout the year, but what can you take away from tonight going into Friday?
From tonight, not very much. There's a lot of, I watched the film. That didn't feel very good from the bench. But we've seen a lot of this looks now. We know what to do. Hopefully we'll be more disciplined about it. I expect another great battle. They're definitely going to want to get it one, right? It should be a fun atmosphere.
I know I don't want to ask about an opposing goaltender, but a guy like Blake Coker tonight, he played fantastic coming in here. But is that a good setup coming into another good goaltender Friday?
Sure, right, to know that you got to get them moving, you got to get rebounds. We could have did a better job of that tonight, but right, it's good to play a goalie like Coker right before Schober.
All right, congratulations, Kevin. I'm sure Jeff will talk to you on Thursday, and we'll see you on Friday. I'm going to send it back up to Caleb for the rest of the ads, and then we'll come back with some stats and wrap her up from Fond du Lac on Jeff's live streams.
Hague Furniture.
Sam's Well Drilling is a family-owned business with over 75 years in the water well drilling industry. We can help you with all of your well drilling needs. Our crews are experienced at finding the proper location, setting up the rigs and equipment in all types of circumstances, and drilling to the appropriate depth so that you have fresh, clean water. Sam's also drills wells for commercial and municipal projects. No project is too large or small for Sam's Well Drilling. We at Sam's are thankful to be involved in supplying the well water needs of people all over Wisconsin. Sam's Well Drilling, well worth it.
When my husband passed, I needed direction on my finances. I felt like I was starting from a blank slate. Thrivent came into my life at a time that I really needed it. Thrivent helped me feel confident and create opportunities to be more giving. I think my husband would be very proud, but I'm proud of myself because I've educated myself and I kind of learned that maybe I could have been doing this all along.
Jonathan Leonard, Thrivent Financial here in Waupun, serving the local communities.
Welcome back here on the post-game show on Jeff's live stream. 6-3 final score, and we'll set up a big-time matchup, a rematch on Friday, Caleb, between the St. Mary Springs Ledgers and the Fond du Lac Cardinals. And Coach Colleen, obviously, was not impressed with his team tonight. He said it was not one of their quality of games, but I thought they moved the puck really well tonight. But I thought he talked previously about teams trying to trap the neutral zone and keep them well to the outside, take away their speed. I thought Waupun did a very good job of that tonight.
Better than they did the last time these two teams played, obviously. And it wasn't a bad game necessarily by the Ledgers either. It's just like, this is the Badgerland tournament, and the team, like Waupun, kind of showed up and they were ready. And Blake Coker wanted kind of redemption on the last time that these two teams played. But overall, yes, not obviously the best game that we've seen from the Ledgers either.
No, not by their standards, for sure. They have very high standards, and as much as they should. They've had a very good season. They're 17-2-1, but now a chance for me, this is the big thing, is a chance for you to go back. Obviously, you lost the rivalry game already this season. Sturgeon Cup out the window, but you can still try to win that Badgerland Cup. And for me, they got two big games here because these are section games they got coming up possibilities. If they win this game, most likely they take on Neenah. Well, Neenah right now is most likely number one in that section. They win that game, and we always talk about how they vote for the end of the year. They don't vote for the beginning of the year. They vote for the end of the year. They lost to Neenah the first game of the season. Well, they beat them in the second game or the end of the season. Most likely they get the one seed in that section.
Right. Yep, exactly. So that's why this Badgerland tournament is very important, especially for the Ledgers when they potentially could see Neenah again, yes.
All right. Well, we'll give you, I think I got the slide up here for our upcoming events. Maybe. I do, but it's not the fully updated one, but it should be everything right. As I had mentioned previously, Thursday night, we have a day off tomorrow. Thursday night, Stockbridge at CWC girls basketball, Deerfield at CWC boys basketball, then Horicon at Oakfield girls basketball. My guess is that I will be doing that one. Friday, we'll have both semifinal games here from the Fond du Lac Blue Line Ice Arena, from what I remember. I think your dad said that we wanted to do both of them. So Neenah versus somebody. I don't know who won that game. And then it will be Fonnie Springs at the 7:45 mark. Also, we'll have Wayland at Oakfield boys basketball, if I remember correctly. And then Saturday, an action-packed day. The 5th place game, the 3rd place game, and the 1st place game on Jeff's live streams. But we will also have a very, very good matchup Saturday night between the number 2 team in Division II and the number 3 team in Division III in girls basketball. The Madison Edgewood Crusaders, the defending state champions, taking on the Laconia Lady Spartans.
Yeah, for sure. We have a loaded lineup again this week, and yeah, we got a lot going on.
All right, I want to thank everyone for tuning in. We will see you for hockey here in Fond du Lac on Friday. If not, you want to tune in, watch some basketball, tune in for the doubleheader between CWC and Stockbridge and Deerfield, or Oakfield at Horicon at Oakfield for girls basketball on Jeff's live streams. Thank you, everybody, and good night.
Thank you for watching our broadcast. A shout out to our sponsors. This is Jeff Sauer. I hope you enjoyed our broadcast. Until next time, may God bless you today and every day.